Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to MCubed, SciTrek, and Sci-Fi Quest. You know, we're bringing in the new year the right way. And we're going to bring it in talking about 100 different upcoming movies, according to IMDb.
100? I didn't agree to 100.
That's a lot. It's a lot. Can we do it?
IMDb, and I didn't see 100 on the list.
I believe there are. We'll see.
Anyway,
That doesn't include all of them, because it doesn't include all the streaming movies that are coming.
Good point. Good point. Mm-hmm. But these will at least be the cinema releases coming in 2024, and I think it'll be a good one. So real quick, before we say our hellos and jump into this thing, I think the rules for the game, thumbs up, we like it. We think, at least, that we will like it. Thumbs side, as Melvin said a minute ago, we're probably going to make a video on it. We don't know exactly what we're going to feel about it, but it's something that we would like to make a video on.
Good or bad.
Down. We don't have very high expectations. If we do a head palm, that's going to mean we don't know if it's actually going to release in 2024. Maybe
do
ever.
Head palm. I'm going to need to do that.
Yeah, it's going to be weird with the hat, but we got it.
I'm going to need to take my glasses off. This is going to end up in a trip to A&E.
Yeah.
I don't know which movie it is. How did
It's
you blind yourself?
Probably end up
And last,
into it.
but not least, if we wave our hands, I will write down on a whiteboard, and we will discuss it after the fact. Sound like a plan, y'all?
Do it.
So how's everybody feeling real quick?
Hand signals. I'm going to look like I'm voguing through this.
We're going to be dancing the whole time.
This cardboard box.
Just way to bring in a new year.
Right, okay, then do you want me to throw it up?
Should we roll an intro?
Right. A little awkward for me because I need to keep going backwards and forwards, but we can just about see what we're doing. So,
I
think the most looked forward to one is the one right there on the top on the left.
I think so. Should we roll an intro before we jump into this?
Yes, we can, sir. Yes, we can.
Let's
So,
do it.
because I'm ready, because I'm in production. Okay.
Sorry, I was caught on the music there for a second.
We're happy. We're voguing again. And don't forget to regardless of which channel you're watching this on, to subscribe to all three. We've got Melvin. Throw it out, mate. Throw the advert out. Come on. It's your channel, dude. Come on.
Sci-Fi Quest, yeah.
And MCubed, as always.
Which you might be watching this on anyway.
But booyah, shall we jump into this thing? Because we got 100 to go through, so we might. Shall we try to speed around it?
Speeding. Well, we'll straight away. Deadpool 3.
So Deadpool 3. That's an easy
one. Even though Deadpool 2 was a bit. But
I still liked it, but yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's fun.
So we're all in agreement on that.
Yeah.
Number 2, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga.
Really?
I'm right in the middle. I really hope it's a.
Charlize Theron didn't save the other Mad Max movie,
nope.
And neither did whose name's gone out of my head. But
Tom Hardy
movie. Tom Hardy, yeah, who I love, but he wasn't very good in it either. This is a Mad Max movie without Mad Maxing. It does seem a little crazy.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I'm not happy about it. I'll give it a go.
I'm just like that. I'm like that because it's going to be fun making a video for it.
That I think so. And it looks like there's some CGI in it too. And George Miller's never been the biggest CGI guy, so I'm kind of intrigued what he's doing, I guess. No.
Right.
So mostly in the middle, some down.
I didn't like the other one, so I doubt I'm going to like this much.
All right. Well, Despicable Me 4 up on number 3.
I thought it was Despicable Me 14.
It probably is.
There's only been 4.
I think there's other spinoffs. I'm not going to necessarily watch it, but I think it'll be good for family and stuff.
I'm like that because I enjoyed the first 2, but after 2, it's like with anything, they usually drop down after 1 or 2 sequels.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll see.
I just went to go see Migration in movie theaters a couple weeks ago, and they did the little Vector short right in front of it. And what? That's been 12, 15 years since the original movie came out, and that was kind of like the thing that we've been waiting to be solved, I guess. And that's the only thing I remember. So, still kicking, but that's kind of where I'm at as well.
It's so perfect.
That is a great quote. Well, number 4, Godzilla and Kong, The New Empire.
Yeah, sorry, it's so high on my thumbs up. So high, I can't stretch it that far.
Can't even see your thumb. Show off your armpits, sir. Yeah, I think that's going to be great. I think it's going to spin off from Monarch. I think there'll be stuff in Monarch that sort of teases us a little bit. And even though I'm a bit about Monarch, I'm a bit like that about Monarch.
I'm kind of with you. It's decent, but it hasn't really held me the way I wanted it to.
I like Monarch more because there was a guy who did videos for it before it started, and he had supposedly seen the first few episodes, and he was saying that you don't see the monsters in every single episode, and so far you do. So I'm just glad that you see monsters in every single episode.
That's true.
Yeah, not much, but you do. Yeah.
I mean,
I love White Russell. I just not as, I don't know. It's cinema quality. Can't get me wrong, Monarch is cinema quality, but yeah, I'm not adoring it. I like it. I mean, I love it.
They're even sparing on White Russell and Kurt Russell. I would think they would have utilized, especially having paid these actors to do a little more on the screen, you know.
And they never appear together. What's the point? You got a father and son working together, and they don't appear in the same. If you haven't watched it, you've got no clue. It's the same person. Ignore me. Move on. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, up number 5. Westball. Really? Oh, okay.
I'm fan of that because I like the Planet of the Apes films. I think they look really good, well made. But obviously, it lacks luster right now with the Planet of the Apes films. But
it's been a few years. Been a lull.
I think it looks really good in the trailer.
I am a big fan of the director. I'm just fingers crossed this is going to be a good one.
I'll be honest, I've not seen any of them.
Really? The recent ones have been Matt Reeves, the guy that did the Batman. So they're good quality, but it's been a couple years. Everybody liked it, but for the most part, I believe. But interesting. Number 6, Joker, Folie à Deux. Really? I know it's a musical. Oh, but okay. I'm in.
I'd forgotten it's a musical. In that case, it's
beneath the sewers.
No, I actually
don't. Did you like the first one?
No, hated it. Absolutely
really?
hated it. I thought it was stupid. Oh. I'm like, I'm the Joker. I can dance. I don't care. The only thing that was good was when he shot De
Niro.
De Niro, yeah, I quite like that bit. The rest of it was how is this man anything? He's got a girlfriend that he imagined all the way through, because that didn't make him like Joker crazy. They just made him fucking crazy. And he got beat up a lot. How is this man a terrifying super criminal? I just found it crap. Like, honestly, I hated it. I could not understand all the fuss. I know it was different, but I couldn't understand all the fuss.
It took me ages to watch the first one, so
really
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well,
you like it, don't you, Harris? Don't you, Harris?
I loved it. It's depressing. It is, just like Peter said, but I think it's good. I think it's well made.
Harris likes, but when I've seen it, I'm just no, not that good.
It happens. I mean, I tend to like more movies than I dislike movies, though. I try to find something that I do like.
Well, that's the actor side of you, isn't it? You're part of the industry, so you see it in a different way to everyone else.
Well, yeah, but there are a lot of cynics in this industry, and I might be pragmatic, but I'm not a cynic typically. I'm an optimist. I'm your happy bastard just walking around typically, but try to be. I mean, it was a really depressing movie. I like Todd Phillips as a director. Did something different. I think it was a good origin story. It's not necessarily he's the mastermind just yet, and it's kind of how he starts getting there, how he got cuckoo enough to do it, I guess. But but I like Lady Gaga as an actress. That's really what I'm excited about this next one. Everything, she hasn't been in a whole bunch, but she's really good in the few things that she has been in. I guess I haven't seen that new American Horror Story, and I'm not necessarily super interested in it. But the one that she did was really good. And then in Bradley Cooper's A Star Is Born, I mean, there's a reason she got an Oscar for the song, right? I don't know. She's good, but that I think we're all varying on that one. Kind of like we'll see.
Strong feelings.
Strong.
Yeah.
Which is kind of good. It makes an interesting movie to talk about at the very least. But
some of this got to be wrong, Harris. It's all. I don't understand why it always has to be you. I mean, be right occasionally.
Yeah, every now and then.
When you agree, even a broken clock's right twice a day. So
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Mark has pointed out, is this supposed to be a speed run?
Yeah, we should get moving. Number 7 is Wicked. That might also be just a weird.
I don't even think it'll come out, but yeah, okay.
Interesting, but I don't know if we needed a movie on it. National Treasure 3 is number 8. This is my first. This is my first Spacebalm.
When I look,
I don't think it'll come out.
I don't think it'll come out.
No, but yeah, if it does come out, I like the first 2. To be fair,
if it does come out, it would be a thumbs up. I still think it's a Facepalm, but
I think it's that.
After the TV show, that's a whole nother topic. Anyway,
yeah, it's
the TV show.
Number 9, A Quiet Place, Day 1.
Yeah, really filming this right now. I don't think this is coming out in 2024. But it might. If it does come out, hell yeah, the first 2 were great. Fantastic movies.
All right, number 10, Garfield movie.
I love Garfield.
Garfield
was my favorite when I was a kid. I always loved Garfield.
Really, Melvin?
Love Garfield.
And Chris Pratt, honestly, he doesn't need to be the voice of everything, but I'm happy when he does it.
Chris Pratt would be the only reason why I watch it. I like him as an actor. I think he's pretty good. Well, he's good.
Voice actors is just as good, honestly. It's kind of fun.
Maybe.
Number 11, Gladiator 2.
Only because I'm confused.
18 years later? No, like 20 years later, literally.
It's been too long.
Russell Crowe eats another hamburger. I mean,
Russell Crowe is the name of the hamburger.
I'm not.
Is Russell Crowe even in the movie?
I don't think he is now.
No, I
don't think so.
Wait, he died.
It would be good if he did eat another hamburger. That'd be fun.
Spoiler: he died at the end of the first one.
Oh yeah, he does. Maybe it's going to CGI it. It's going to be some of the story in between. Nah.
Well, it's supposed to be the son of the emperor, I believe.
Yeah.
I just really like the cast they have going, but it's going to be kind of similar to Napoleon in the aspect that I think we'll get a 2.5 hour film, and it's really going to be a 3.5, 4 hour film that he's going to release a year after. That's my guess, because he said that it was already 90 minutes from what he's already put together before they went back to film. From what they filmed pre-strikes, was already 90 minutes cut together.
God's sake. And Peter just made the point there, running out of ideas. Oh, God, yes.
Yep.
Oh, should do is Gladiator was popular. Should we do that?
Isn't that why we're getting most of the ones we're getting now?
Well, part of it is I think he did an original idea a couple years ago with, I can't even think of the movie's name right now. It had Ben Affleck, Adam Driver, Jodie Comer, and a couple other people, and it was a really good movie. Matt Damon as well, and nobody saw it at all. And I guess he put not Ford versus Ferrari. What was the movie? The House of Gucci, I guess, that same year, and that was his more popular movie, but it got shadowed. The good movie got overshadowed by House of Gucci, which kind of sucked. But
not much House of Gucci.
Yeah. So I don't know.
44.
Kung Fu Panda 4.
I mean, has there really only been 3 so far?
Well, there was that TV show that's lasted many years, and it's got a great cast, and it's got a lot of good ratings. It's never been low rated, but I'm just not as excited as I used to.
It could be good. I love Jack Black. Chances are, we'll see.
Yeah, but number 13, lucky number 13, Bob Marley, One Love.
I can't say anything about that because I used to love listening to Bob Marley.
I'm a reggae fan. It was my number one genre this year, and as it always is. I'm pumped.
Yeah. One more. I'll probably watch it at some point, but I have no interest in it at all. I'll see when it's on Sky Cinema or Netflix or whatever. So
well, I'll pump it up whenever it comes out if it's good enough to convince you to go. I've seen all 5 of his kids in concert. But 14, The Fall Guy.
My wife bought me the complete original box set recently for Christmas last year, and I watched all of them, and I love it very, very much. And Lee Majors is properly thing, and they should have just dug Lee Majors out. Lee Majors has got to be in this film at some point, and I'm sure he will be. But yeah, I think this looks pretty cool. I'm quite liking it. I do think they've miscast it. I don't know why they've got that. I don't know why that guy is even an actor, and I've forgotten his name. The blonde guy, Ryan Gosling. I think he's the worst actor, mate. I think he's got no charisma. He's just good looking. He's the least charismatic actor. I just don't particularly like him. But
have you seen The Nice Guys, or have you seen Drive?
Lee Majors is not the best thing about The Fall Guy, and I know exactly where Peter's brain is going with that one, and he's 100% right. She was lovely. But yeah, no, I love The Fall Guy, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. But if they haven't got the truck in it, and they haven't got Lee Majors doesn't turn up at some point, it's a mistake.
I thought he was dead. I just looked it up real quick. He's 82. He's still kicking, but he's still here.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Hey, Harrison Ford can be de-aged 30 years to play a long movie. Anything's on the table, honestly. But speaking about anything being on the table, number 15's Madam Web. It'll be a good video, but I'm almost closer to this.
Definitely get down.
I'm going to do that, but it's a hopeful that. I actually think the trailer looks okay.
The trailer's the thing that hurt me the most about it.
I think Marvel have turned a corner. I think, but it's hopeful. It's really going. All of my common sense is going. Do that, you idiot.
Well, the thing I'm looking forward to with Madame Web is all the YouTube videos that will trash it.
But they will.
Well, they are entertaining as hell.
The hate clickers will smash it anyway because it will. And chances are, well, let's hope that they're wrong. But
I do hope. I mean, Dakota Johnson is a great actress. I just don't know if she can lead the ensemble in the way that they've set it up. It's just, it feels like another one of these Sony Marvel movies that should be about Peter Parker, and Peter Parker is nowhere to be seen. I guess he might be like part of the subplot, but I don't know. New Predator, yes.
Is there a new Predator coming out?
I don't think this year, but I think they're planning on filming it this year. I know what's his name? The director for Prey. He wants to Trachtenberg, Dan Trachtenberg. He wants to do the second.
Yes, there'll be a Prey.
Is that
won't be this year?
Or is that Prey 2?
There's loads of rumors about it. There's one that's going to be a follow-on from Prey, a direct follow-on. But apparently there's a bunch of people that aren't massively happy about that, and they're worried that it's going to wander into the silly, because there is a comic book basically.
Didn't they already?
Well, yeah. No, Prey was great.
I like Prey a lot.
Movie. Don't get me wrong. Yeah,
there's a rumor that basically the aliens were going to come, the Predators, and make her like an honorary predator, which has got a name which I forgot what it is, which is from the comic
in Legends, isn't there?
Legends, but apparently Dan Trachtenberg isn't massively happy about that. The other option it'll be a World War I Predator story, which I think that is the way to do it.
That'd be my favorite.
Do this through historical events. I mean, I think it's genius to do that.
That's my favorite idea about it. 1,000%.
But there are executives that think, no, it's got to have Mudblood. She did such a good job. It's got to follow on. Let's have and then there's other people going, no, this isn't going to work. So we'll see what they do.
As long as they don't do a Vietnam one, because that would just be a remake of Predator, wouldn't it?
Pretty much, which would be okay. But yeah, they could do. I mean, I wouldn't go straight to World War One though. I would I think there's other things they could do. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, now moving on to number 16, The Ark and the Aardvark. I go see movies all the time, but it's still just kind of it's one I've seen the trailer for, but it's not something that's interested me. I mean, I went to go see Migration. I'll go see. I mean, I started out the year last year with Puss in Boots, which was an amazing way to start out the year. That was a great movie, and Migration was a good one too. But nothing interesting about this one necessarily. Nothing jumps.
No.
Number 17. If.
Right, is this the one that is about the imaginary animals?
Yeah.
Things, and one of them's invisible. Is Ryan Reynolds in this? Or
I
something like
believe so.
I've seen the trailer for this. I actually think it looks quite good.
I'm a thumbs up on it.
I'm okay with
I
this.
feel like that because I haven't seen the trailer, but if it's got Ryan Reynolds in it, I'll watch it anyway.
I think it's Ryan Reynolds. Somebody like that. I'm not sure it's Ryan Reynolds now, but I remember seeing the actor falls over and says, "Who has an invisible friend?" and then walks off.
It's like there's more than it's like a bunch of imaginary things, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm fancying that. I'm up for that. And Argyle.
I'm about to say number 18 gets 2 thumbs up for me all day.
Yeah, I think this looks good. I'm happy with that.
I love the director. I love the cast. It'll be cool.
Yep.
But number 10, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Oh. I don't think it'll come out. But the others have been great, so I don't think there's any reason to not think this is going to be brilliant, to be honest. But I'm with you on that. I don't think it'll come out. I don't think it'll be 2024. It'll get pushed back in the next month or two.
For me as well.
25 at the earliest, I think. At the very earliest. I think it'll be 2026, honestly.
It'll probably be pushed, yeah, definitely.
All right.
Could be.
Well, number 20, Inside Out, Numero 2.
I like the first one. I
I'd
watched it on my kids.
I'd
watch it. I'd watch it. I'm not going to, but I'd watch it.
It looks good. I just still haven't seen the first one. I feel bad, but
I haven't seen the first one either. So
everything I've ever heard is it's amazing. I just haven't taken the time to sit down and watch it. I need to. I will before this one, of course, but
same.
Yep.
21, Tiger's Apprentice.
I don't know anything about this. Is this another spin-off of Kung Fu Panda or something?
It kind of looks like it. I'm honestly not sure what this one is either.
It's
so
Disney.
I'll
Is
put it in the
Disney?
middle. Well, if it's Disney, it could be Kung
There
Fu
you go,
Panda.
guys. Some of them we don't even know about.
Well, that's something you don't care, do you? It goes in your brain, but your brain just goes, don't care, throw that away.
Yeah.
You don't see it because you don't want to see it.
Yeah. Well,
Tiger's
so-
Apprentice will be a middle for me just because I don't know what to do about it.
But
But-
here's the
Number 2022. I didn't even said the year wrong. 22 itself. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. It gets a thumbs up.
I would. The first
I
two are
like
good,
the
but I'm
first
like,
two.
it's not the sort of film I'd go out my way to watch.
Yeah,
I like the
makes
first
sense.
one. I like the first
I'm
one.
a-
So.
I'm a fan of both of them. Give me a little more Jim Carrey, anything. Just please.
Kevin killed. Yeah, he killed. He always kills, doesn't he? But yeah, he was amazing.
He's one of, I think, the top 10 actors that every movie he makes tends to make at least $150 million.
He always fits a role like a glove, basically.
I mean, he melds himself perfectly to anything and everything, just like he does with that Clint Eastwood face. I love it. But number 23, Knives Out 3. It's
First one.
somewhere between this. I'll watch it.
Depends.
The quality's
they're
just-
rushing. They feel like they're
I will
rushing
watch.
these. It feels like the first one was so popular. Now they rushed the second one and it wasn't great. And now it feels like they're rushing the third one.
Was the second one was it 2022 or 2023?
I don't know. I think it was 2022. I think it was the end of 2022.
Okay, I think so. Yeah,
But
gives him a little bit of time. Still, just a little too close. I'm with you there.
I think it was just one of those things. It was a surprise hit. So now they're like, "Oh, people love that. Let's do more of that." And I was just like,
Well,
but
Netflix bought it for $270 million or whatever it was for the other two. Got to meet a quota at that point, I guess. But shoot, doesn't make they're getting any better. 2022. Thank you, Sokar. But number 24. While we're at it, 2024. Number 24. Now I got the years right. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Notre Dame. I don't. Is it a?
It's going to turn out that he started the fire, isn't it? It's going to turn out that he started the fire. That's how the film's going to end. He's actually a fire starter.
The M. Night Shyamalan twist.
It's fire starter, twisted fire starter. Yeah. We're dancing a lot. We're dancing a lot in this video.
It's kind of fun, honestly. You got to bring in the new year with some life. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of weird to be saying that, but still.
Yeah. But Hunchback, no, don't care. Won't watch it. Won't watch
Middle
it.
of the road. If it's a Disney movie, I guess I'll watch the live action version of it just for piquing of the interest, and that's about it.
I would do that for a lot of Disney movies.
That's true too, though. That's a good point.
Although, I do hope that they're going to change things because what Bob Iger's been saying lately. I hope he does make those changes, but I doubt they will.
I don't know if it's going to be immediate, just because they still have such a long lineup of things. Not a long lineup, I guess. Now
we'll be looking at any changes being made. It'll be 2026 at the earliest, I think.
In the next couple, yeah, for sure.
It doesn't matter what decisions they make now. You've got projects that are in production for 2 years.
Yeah, we still have the JPEG projects going on, honestly, which is
the new Ray Star Wars.
Yeah. So no.
So we're at the quarter mark here. 25 Untitled Venom sequel. Even if it is I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go.
I do not like these movies.
I like the Venom movies. I think they're just dark enough, and the second one could have done a lot more work, but I do like them.
This just feels like another one. It feels a bit like the Transformers, that they've got a perfectly good film there, but then they've got a moron editing it.
Or writing it sometimes.
If it's written like that, that's worse than the editors. But it feels like it's cut together badly. But then the writing is terrible. I keep bringing up this one thing about how Venom walks in, sees the red Venom, goes, red one. Not me. I'm out of here. And then Tom Hardy just goes, go on. He goes, all right then. They don't explain that joke at all. No.
I appreciate those movies for Tom Hardy's acting ability and what he tries to bring to the role. I haven't been a fan of the writing and then much of anything. And then Andy Serkis made me so excited for the second one, and it's the one thing on Andy Serkis' entire repertoire that just hurts my soul.
I will say one thing about Venom. He really needs to control his black goo.
Yeah, it goes everywhere.
Even at the end of No Way Home, in the post-credit scene, it's a bit on the bar. Why does he leave it lying around everywhere?
It was poop.
Yeah, you know. Number 26, Beetlejuice 2.
Kind of like that, actually.
I'm like that, but with a massive risk. This could be bloody awful.
That's why I'm like that, because
but I'm so hopeful. I'm like my films are being lifted up by hope.
Is
it bad that Tim Burton is the thing that worries me and excites me the most about it?
Bang on, no. It's bang on. Look what he did with Wednesday. The man can make a film.
Yeah, he's still got it.
But then he can do some utter garbage as well. A Nightmare Before Christmas still causes me pain. Not because it's a bad film necessarily, but it should have been so much better. And I just kind of think Tim Burton did. That film should have been epic. It was such a good idea. And Tim Burton. And still pains me. And yes, Sarah, Michael Keaton is lots of the original cast.
Oh yes. I'm pumped for that one. I think we're all pumped to.
I think he had so much fun making it. He had no choice but to say yes.
Yeah.
Keaton's always said it's his favorite role, or if not his favorite role, like top two. It's that and Birdman. And can you blame him? Like,
it's great fun. And it's so Michael Keaton. But yeah.
So where that excitement just was, shall it be squandered with number 27? Cruella number 2.
No, I liked it. I liked the first one. Oh my God, you're both wrong, you morons. The first one, I quite like it. But do you know what? I like it, and I've forgotten her freaking name.
Can't like it that much.
Emma Stone. Okay. She was amazing in it. She was
great, but you cannot tell me that's the same character that turns into the Cruella de Vil that we all know and grew up with.
Well, no, but
it's like a multiverse Cruella.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that. I just loved it. I thought it was really good. And I would watch the second one.
I'll probably still watch it just for the sake of watching it.
But Emma Stone's she's just epic.
I'm kind of a palm with it. I just don't know if it'll come out, honestly. This year, at least.
Yeah, well, everything this year is going to be a little... If it's not actually already finished filming...
It says pre-production right there, so that means it hasn't even started filming.
No chance.
Yeah.
No chance. Maybe early 2026.
Well, speaking of... I thought it was 26. I thought that was going to be a nice little segue. It's number 28. I can read sometimes. It's a little far away. Mortal Kombat 2.
DOS. I'm on board. I thought the first one was... honestly, just no expectations. I went into it expecting a terrible movie. Kerry, thank you so much for the donation. I love you. Thank you very much. But you've misspelt always. You've spelt it THINKS when you meant Jane is just always right. So I just had to correct that there, you silly Billy.
Real quick, Mark said he watched Cruella on acid and enjoyed it. It was great. And then it's not the acid talking because he watched Thor 4 on acid and that was an awful movie.
Oh God,
that is actually a decent
on any minor thing. Why is he talking to the hammer?
That would be trippy.
Yeah.
But
no, an R-rated Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat for sure. I'm in for it. It's kind of a turn your brain off movie, but I'm okay with that. 1,000%. 29. The Sword and the Stone.
It's not happening. Not this year.
What's it say?
Not a chance.
Announced? Ugh.
Not happening.
Yep. I'm with you.
No, not happening. Move on. Mufasa.
30. Mufasa. The
It's supposed to be a prequel, yeah?
Signal for why? Why? Is it that? Why? Why?
I'm getting fucking out of here.
I'm going to do the Maleficent 3 is the next one. Why?
Yeah, 31 is Maleficent 3 is the same thing.
You got to do it like that, actually, haven't I? Why?
Pre-production. I the first Maleficent was decent. The second Maleficent, I think I watched. I don't remember if I did. I'm pretty sure I did, but it's not memorable enough.
I don't think it deserved the second one, yet alone a third, to be honest.
No. Angelina, I can't even say her name right. Angelina Jolie as Maleficent, and that's about where the movie fell. You know.
And again, anyway, completely changed the character. You're on about bloody.
Yeah, she's not some anti-hero. She's going to end up a very bad person later on. So if you want to bring in a dark character, let that character be dark. It's okay. Yeah. You know. It's okay. Like
eating people. Whatever.
I don't know. Number 32 is I don't know what that is. Step Dude.
Nope, nothing about it.
So it says pre-production, so I'll give it a face. Just to be safe.
I've never heard of it.
Me either.
No idea what it is.
It sounds like it might be something like Ashton Kutcher would do. Hey, the dude, where's my car number 2? If he needs a sequel, I will help out. But Step Dude sounds like something that would be along that line, you know?
Aren't they actually working on a sequel?
If they are, I'm a campaign.
Get your photo in.
I'm pretty sure it's a strong rumor, I think.
We've got 28,000 amazing subscribers over on SciTrek, and we will all rally for Harry to get that part. You need it, sir.
And that would get me the part of Spock Jr. or the third, something like that. That's the goal.
Why not?
We're working on it, you know? Manifesting this stuff in 2024. But moving on from 32, number 33 is Juliet. I believe it's like just the Juliet from Romeo and Juliet. It says pre-production, but I think it might be far enough along to keep moving, but
no. I don't know.
No. If I get in a lot of trouble with my wife and on Valentine's Day we need to watch a movie, I might watch it. If I don't get in trouble with my wife on Valentine's Day, I won't have to.
Do you get in trouble with your wife for falling asleep during a movie you don't like whilst you're watching it?
I fell asleep during Notebook and she moaned that I snored.
Well,
best part of the movie.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, for me it was. I had a lovely nap. It was lovely. But anyway, Fast and Loose. Is this a Fast and the Furious movie?
I don't think so. I think it says action and crime thriller. Oh, I thought it was a comedy.
Action and crime thriller definitely looks.
Sounds like
it definitely
a porn
sounds
film.
like Faster X Part 2.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard of it, but it also says pre-production, so I'll just be safe and give it a.
Sorry, I'll jump ahead. Rush Hour 4. What the?
Yeah, well, that's gonna be. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Oh yeah, 35. The Council.
No, nothing about it. Move on to Nosferatu.
Yep.
Oh,
Nosferatu.
yes.
Big
Yeah.
old song.
Nosferatu.
Robert Eggers.
Good.
As long as it's a true remake of the original, like they say it's supposed to be.
I think it'll be scarier than the original.
It'll be a slightly
Well, it's
modern.
definitely going to be scarier
version,
than
but
done
yeah.
by modern standards, but as long as they keep to the premise of the original.
I think it's going to have a feel of it as well. To be honest, they've worked really hard on the aesthetic of this film, and I think they've, from what I've seen, this could be good.
Oh yeah, Robert Eggers does not half-ass anything. He doesn't three-quarters ass anything. He full asses everything. So thank you, Robert Eggers.
That's not just saying.
It is now.
Oh god.
Well, moving on to 37.
Wait,
is
Andrew-
this the one with Jamie Lee Curtis and everybody?
When are we getting a Moonfall 2?
I hope not.
I
I would watch it.
hopefully.
No.
Never.
I can't remember who's in it, but
Bioshock gets a thumbs
I
up
don't
just
know
because I like
what's
this story.
This
Bioshock.
is supposed to be filming now, and the CGI, the post production on this is going to be at least 18 months. So it's not happening.
That's
I'm
good.
not watching it.
But 36, Rush Hour 4. They haven't filmed it yet, so it is going to be a palm head for me. But it's a double freaking thumbs up. Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan are both back. As
long as they're back, it'll be kind of like that because they're getting on. You know,
the third one wasn't.
Jackie hasn't been the same.
What? I love the third one.
Jackie
the
hasn't
third
been
one
the
wasn't
same
great.
for a while.
I liked
But-
I liked all the post credit scene with Chris Tucker messing up constantly and kept calling the character Jackie.
Yeah, that's a Jackie Chan must. I think every movie he's been in should have that because in his old stuff he had when he jumped on the hovercraft he broke his ankle and they
jumped in that tray. I jumped in a tray in Armor of God and fell and smashed his skull open.
He gets stuck in the grate when he goes through
sliding down that glass building and going through that whatever. I remember the movie.
Yeah.
Good Lord, man.
I think at one point he wasn't able to get insured, but he wouldn't do a movie without doing his own stunts.
Yeah.
Great actor.
He's
Even though
amazing.
I can't understand him.
Great stunt, man. Great stunt.
39, Mickey 17. Big ol' thumbs up. We're
I
sci-fi
like
people.
the premise of this. I do like the premise of this. It sounds interesting. I'm not a massive Robert Pattinson fan. Pattinson?
There is
in
one movie called Mickey that I'm interested in finding out more about. Have you heard of Mickey Mouse?
The horror movie.
the Steamboat Willie stuff now?
What's it? Steamboat Mickey.
Willie?
Steamboat Willie, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
Oh, number 40. Cat in the Hat? Are they redoing Cat in the Hat?
Don't care.
Don't care.
If is it live action like Mike Myers' last one, or is it animated? If it's animated, I'll give it a thumbs up. If it's not, I'll watch it.
I won't.
I don't know. Anyway, 41. Pokemon.
Do care.
It hasn't started filming yet, so it's kind of a
it
face palm.
It is that.
Oh, this is not
when we get to
2024.
it.
This is going to be 2025, likely by the time it comes out.
Hopefully. 42. Community, the movie. Did y'all watch Community, the TV show?
Nope. Don't know anything about it.
It's funny. It's a good one. It's where Donald Glover became Donald Glover outside of just being, I guess, childish Gambino. He proved his chops.
Cool.
Good guess. I would want Chevy Chase to come back, but I don't know if that's the case. He kind of got kicked off, but it's Chevy Chase. Bring him back for a movie.
Yeah. It's that show, is it? Oh, okay.
Yep.
I know about that.
43. Perfect. No idea what it is, but pre-production, I'm giving it a face palm.
Is this is this wrestling again?
Is it?
I'm not sure. I might be making it up.
This is biography, drama, and sport. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. biography, drama, sport. That sounds like a wrestling
You
thing.
can't
or
Google
some
perfect
awful one.
movie. It's not coming up. It won't come up, will it?
Perfect movie 2024, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if it is a wrestling movie, as much as I enjoyed the Iron Claw, I'm gonna give everybody a top 10, top 15 list here soon from 2023. Iron Claw is very high up there.
It's a gymnast. It's a movie about gymnasts. So no, watching that. Deadshot, I'll watch.
Oh, Deadshot. Is that? That's not DC, is it? That's not DC.
I'm googling. We're getting into the lower numbers now, though. We don't know what the bloody hell they are.
All right. Well, it says announced, so I'll give it a facepalm.
It was supposed to. Well, there was one out in 2023, apparently. Well, that was Netflix.
I'm going to give it a wait and see.
Colin Morgan,
one that will hopefully appear on this list.
Pregnant wife. It is not a DC movie. It's a British movie, and it stars loads of British actors.
Case.
Colin Morgan, Tom Vaughan, lawyer, Mark Strong, who's always brilliant, and Felicity Jones. Oh, Felicity Jones is a babe. But yeah, so it's a Sky original. It'll be crap.
Yeah. All right, change it.
Terrible.
Was that
all over the place.
British? Yeah, thumbs up. But then Sky.
John was saying if they can pull off the BioShock movie as good as the last video game adaptation, it will be great. Agreed. Did you see Twisted Metal, by the way? Anybody on Peacock? It was.
Yeah, it wasn't a Peacock over here, but yeah, it was good. I actually quite enjoyed it.
I have not played those games, and it made me want to go play them. It was a lot of fun.
It's a brain off type of series, but yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
like, that guy's head getting crushed or whatever. It's fun.
It's the original writers for Deadpool, which makes total sense.
It's 100% that. Yeah.
But number 45, Muscle, action comedy. Is that who's that on the poster?
Vin Diesel. So
I'll watch it for the sake of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Vin Diesel tends to do good stuff. I know his production company is producing this again. It's not going to be out this year. But this is another one I supposed to started filming like 6 months ago. But yeah, I only know about this because I'm watching about.
So have they started filming? If it says pre-production,
not necessarily. They might have done some like location shots or something like that, but it's not going to be anything like substantial by any means.
Maybe pre-production generally means they're getting ready to go into production.
Mm-hmm.
But I only know about this because I keep watching about the Chronicles of Riddick and stuff. The Riddick sequel he's hopefully doing, and I've read about this.
Number 46.
I hope this excites him enough back like into action movies that aren't Fast and Furious, like normal, just gung ho, punchy punch action movies. That it will make Chronicles of Riddick his just baby right after. And I like that Fast and Furious is dying out by technicality, but also just slowing down and reaching its end. So he can jump onto some Riddick because I love some Riddick.
It'll be good. Now, Chronicles of Riddick in particular is one of my favorite movies. They're
not great, but they're so much fun.
Chronicles is the second Riddick was basically just a remake of Pitch Black, which I found a bit irritated. I wanted to see another Chronicles film, but
I do.
And I like the fact that they put Pitch Black in the Chronicles of Riddick series. Because it's not actually a Riddick movie, you know. Riddick is in it, but
that's true.
Yeah. Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do if they come for you?
Thumbs up. That's what
they're going to have the girls from the series.
It was okay.
Is it going to feature the girls from the series?
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, say that again. Sorry.
What series?
There was a Bad Boys series.
Oh yeah, they did. Is it out yet?
Is it going to feature them?
That's a good question because it did feature some of the people from Bad Boys 3. Am I right or no? Because that was recent.
The Bad Boys series that got cancelled, but it wasn't called Bad Boys, was it? But it was.
No, they changed it. It was Direct Link. It was
it's been cancelled.
Bad Boys spin-off. Was it Bad Girls?
I remember he was in it as well. Oh, the one woman is famous. Oh. She was in the screen.
I remember that. I just don't remember exactly who's in it or what it was about.
I only got about halfway through the first season. I got bored. I didn't love it, but it got cancelled anyway. but I didn't look.
Number 47, The Angel Face. It's announced. I don't know what it is, but it's announced. So I'm gonna give it a
Was it a drama?
Doesn't say. Yeah, drama.
It's a drama. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Drama.
So, I'm not entirely sure, but
Drama.
number 40,
the Crooked Man.
Get enough drama in my own life, thanks.
Yeah.
This one's filming at least. Is this animated or is this can't be live?
It's a straight up movie again. It's a live action. I can't remember the guys who's in it. Give me a second. I'll tell you who's in it. It's I don't know the guy.
It was Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba. It was Jessica Alba. You legend. Yeah, it's Jack Kesey, who I don't know who he is. It's basically a bunch of actors I've never heard of. Millennium Media are making it, a Dark Horse Entertainment.
I like Dark Horse.
It's got to be better than the last one.
I would hope so. Read the chat from Dougie, Jay. Where's Dougie?
I'm on the other page. 1 second. Jay, please read the chat from Dougie.
Hey guys, I love the channel. Can I get a shout out? Today is my wife and her boyfriend's anniversary.
No. So unlucky.
Wait. No, wife and her boyfriend.
And her boyfriend's anniversary. Well done, Dougie. Actually, have you got it yet?
Congrats.
It's his wife and her boyfriend's anniversary.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm laughing about.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You didn't seem to get it. I thought you didn't get it.
Oh, shout out to Dougie P.
Yeah,
shout out to Dougie P. Number 49, Crenshaw. I know a lot of Crenshaws, and it's a kind of a Cajun, kind of Southern name, so I'm gonna say yes. I don't know what it is, but it's announced, so I'm also gonna do this.
Yeah, it's not happening. I actually think this is gonna get cancelled.
Really interesting.
Last thing I.
But number 50, Lord of the Rings: The War of Rohirrim.
Yeah, I think you've said that wrong. I think it's the War of Rohirrim. Yeah,
it's the Rohirrim.
That's the correct Elven pronunciation. Yep.
I would hope the Brits could get some Tolkien right. But
so it was actually written down by someone who had a stutter in his writing.
I think it's somebody who's got a Scrabble and they go, "Oh my god, these letters are terrible. These are the worst letters ever."
Fake words again.
I've got 9 R's. What the hell am I going to do with this?
Right, how many dictionaries have you got in the library? Because we're going to look through every single one to find out what that means.
Battle of I think this is going to be cool.
I'm pumped. I like the Witcher anime that they did a couple years ago. This is not the same people by any means, but I like the continuation of the concept.
Yeah.
So big old thumbs up.
Cool.
Yeah.
51, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
I've seen a couple of bits on this, and I've actually spoken to somebody that worked on it. I think it's going to be very, very interesting. It's all about spies and what have you, but I think it'll be very interesting.
It sounds cool. I'm in. Melvin, did you?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it, so it's fun. So
I don't know anything
cool
about
it.
Not really. I probably saw something on it, but I just don't remember it. It's not memorable.
Well, number 52 is Courage. It says sci-fi and it says announced. The sci-fi aspect, I watch it for the sake of it whenever it does come out, but for it being announced, it's getting the baseball.
For it being sci-fi, definitely.
Let me come back to that in a second because I know something about this, but I can't remember what it is. So give me a second. I just need to look it up, and then it'll come
Courage,
back to me.
but the main
this next one's going to be an easy one, I think. So we'll keep on going until we know what Courage is about. 53 is Ballerina, a John Wick story.
I thought it was Barbarella.
Ana de Armas. It's the same producer, same writers. I mean,
that's because Matthew Vaughn. Sorry, Courage is being produced by Matthew Vaughn. That's why I know about it. This is going to be really interesting.
Big thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what was it about. It's a war drama in the same sort of vein as Inception or Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah, I know somebody that knows a little bit about it, and they've said this is going to be very interesting.
So it's definitely that then.
He's going to a sci-fi sort of thing, but he's Michael Vaughan in it, so it'll be different.
Interesting.
Ballerina, right. I'm okay with Ballerina. My only issue, because I'm getting a bit with the John Wick movie.
You haven't been a big fan of John Wick's expansion of the world.
One was so good, but I tell you what, the series they did was mind-numbingly boring. I think I barely got through the first episode.
The first episode sucked. The second episode was significantly better, and I actually really did enjoy the third episode. But it wasn't perfect by any means.
Maybe I'll give it another go, but no, I was not enjoying it. Okay, what's the next film called, Harris?
Berserker. So, do y'all know anything about Berserker? Do y'all know anything about it?
Not really. Is it an anime?
This is Keanu Reeves' pet project right here. He wrote this comic book alongside a couple other people, but he was one of the main writers. He's the characters based off of him and like his kind of badassery in movies and all that kind of stuff. So this is like his pet project. It's a double thumbs up for me.
I'll give it a go.
I don't really know much about it, but
I love anything Keanu Reeves
does. I'll look into it.
Number 55, The Good Fortune. Action comedy. That sounds fun, but pre-production, I'll give it a head bomb. I just don't know.
I don't know anything about Good Fortune after
The Beekeeper.
I'm going to go watch it next weekend. Can't wait.
I was going to say.
Straight and Phil.
Well, hopefully we can get some buzz on it.
Yeah.
If it's good, it'll have a good buzz.
Had to be done.
It was perfectly just slid in there.
I'm not having a coffee with you.
So I'm pumped for it. Anything Jason Statham besides the Meg. I guess I didn't watch the Meg.
This is just.
I'm not that keen on Jason Statham at the moment. I don't think he's as good as he was before.
I don't think he's trying as hard.
No.
But
you tell me how to get to Sesame Street
at 57. What y'all think? Sesame Street?
Everything's.
I said I go see a lot of movies, especially the kid movies. I'll still go see them just because you got to keep the kid in you reinvigorated. But Sesame Street might be a little too young for the kid in me. So
I'm not watching this. It might be okay, but I'm not watching it. But all I keep thinking of is this: I want to sneak on before Christmas next year. I want to sneak onto the set and kill Big Bird because that would be a tasty Christmas dinner. Every time I do my turkey, I'm always a little bit disappointed how much meat is on there. Big Bird. That would be that. I could feed the 500 with that. So that's my plan for Christmas.
Laura said no singing, Jay. You're getting in trouble. You're getting in trouble around here.
No singing, Jay. Copyright.
No. Loving the hat, Harris. Loving the hat. I will sing, and you will like it. So
I grew up on this. Hands off the bird. Haunted Tomb is gonna get you. Some tough dry meat there. Snuffleupagus Revenge.
He runs around loads, and I'm pretty sure it's like organic. So that is a good. I think that'd be good eating. And whoever gets, I'm being the daddy. Get that wing. I'm like, come on.
If you do cook up Big Bird, I call a wing. Actually, can I get a leg?
That's probably.
But 58. I thought it was 56 for a second there. 58. Maxine. Y'all probably aren't big horror people, but these first two have been great. Great. Ty West.
69.
Whew.
It's selected there for a reason.
Oh no, it is. It is. The main movie was followed up by a prequel, which was literally, it's interesting because the one lady's played like all of these same characters kind of deal, and she's playing this is going to be a sequel to the original movie called X, which was a porn filming movie, but it was a horror movie.
Don't have anything to do with it.
Kid Cudi was in it. It was what got Jenna Ortega the job for Wednesday and all these other things. It was her big movie before that.
Yeah.
And most people that watch the kid show on Wednesday is or at least they probably haven't seen X, but it was fantastic.
Can I just suggest that as time is ticking on and we're only at 59 and we're now getting into films that we've never heard of, shall we just sort of start skipping through these a bit now?
Yeah, just be quick about the ones we don't know.
Yeah, Ozzy, Forest, Voice of the Forest. I don't know why it's in this list. It came out like a month ago.
Yeah, so
and I'm not watching it. So.
60. What about Love?
Nope, not watching that either.
I don't know what it is, so I'll put it in the middle.
Not a clue.
Rothko, biography drama, Head Palm, Lords of War. I'm a big thumbs up, but it's pre-production, so probably that.
Is this a sequel to Lord of War? Because that was good.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool.
Old Guard 2. I'll give it 8 thumbs up.
The first one. Charlize, mate, you could put Charlize Theron in a Star Trek musical, and I will still watch it.
I agree.
I love Charlize Theron.
She's amazing.
Well, that's saying something because you don't like Star Trek musicals.
He doesn't like musicals, especially Star Trek musicals.
No, I like musicals. Like Wonka might be my favorite.
Okay.
I like a musical. I don't mind a musical, but I want the songs to be catchy, and I don't want it to be in Star Trek. I don't see why that's a problem.
It's not a problem.
I haven't seen Star Trek, but I kind of agree with you. Undying Love.
A lot of people liked it.
Some people, it's very separated. People either loved it or hated it, and people get angry either side. But I didn't hate it. I just don't think it should have been allowed to be the 9th episode of the season. It should have been like a Christmas special or something.
It shouldn't even have been in the season. I agreed with you, and it should have been a special.
Christmas special. Then you can ignore it as well. Then you can just go, whatever. But anyway,
having some fun.
Never heard of Undying Love, so Hot Air.
Undying Love, I'll give it a thumbs up just because I watch everything. Hot Air, if it's announced, Palm.
Well, it doesn't even have a genre yet, so it doesn't even have a genre.
The Formula
Formula One
is going to be epic, I think.
Is that Colin Farrell?
No, Brad Pitt, isn't it?
It's Brad Pitt. Never mind. That's right. Big yep. Big yep.
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. They're doing loads of. It's going to be barely any CGI. All the guys have actually had to learn how to drive. Really, it's going to be epic. They said it's one of the most dangerous films they've ever made. It's incredibly dangerous, but I think it'll be good.
Just one sometimes. I'm so excited.
Yeah, got to be done.
But 67, Girls Trip 2.
The first one was fantastic. I assume both of you have seen Girls Trip.
I have not.
Oh, epic movie. I've not seen it. I
haven't seen it, but I don't like the title, so
not a no.
68, Last Breath. I'm not sure what that is. It says post-production though, so it might come out. So it says drama. I watch everything, so I'll give it a thumbs up.
Yeah. Lilo and Stitch.
Big old thumbs up. That's my generation of
live action Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah. And if anything was going to be a good live action Disney thing, Lilo and Stitch has the concepts and the story to do it. And it's got the fun creatures. It's like
all the stuff that I've heard about it, it's going to be like that.
Oh, I'm hoping this springboards new generation of sci-fi fanatics.
I'm going to give this a go, but this could be bad.
It could be really bad, but I'm really hoping it just brings new generation of sci-fi.
Let's hope so. I love Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch is fantastic. I love the series.
The TV show and the movies.
Brilliant.
Land of Bad at number 70.
I can't see
in action trailer.
Yeah, it's just a standard action movie.
Land of Bad. Is that the Stars and Stripes in the background of that image?
No, I think it's a candy striper.
Oh, right. Okay. It's a candy wrapper.
Yeah, it's just a
Oh, it's one of those pick and mix bags that we used to be able to get.
Yeah, it is. It's a pick and mix bag.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a bunch of swords or something put together, too.
Yeah, they're fighting over Woolworths pick and mix sweets.
Yeah.
It's worth it, honestly. If there ever was a war that was worth it, that's the one.
Yep, good film.
Number 71, The Childhood History Plan. Pre-production, so maybe, but it's a comedy. I'll watch a comedy rom-com.
I do love a rom-com.
Comedy family rom-com.
I'm probably not going to like that. But
that George Clooney one was good. And Julia Roberts. That was good.
No. On Swift Horses, never heard of it.
I mean, yep.
I've never heard of it. But Twisters.
Twisters at number 73 gets a.
That I'm interested in because it's supposed to be an upgrade for the Twisters from '96.
For me, that's a cinema movie, though. You've got to go watch that in IMAX.
You got
That's going to be big, epic.
It could also be just as bad as the Lilo and Stitch movie. It could be bad, though. And that's what my hesitation with it is. But I really hope it's good. If they pay homage and honor Bill Paxton, fingers crossed, I'll be very happy. I'm very sad it's not Bill Paxton. Like,
he deserves so much more credit than he gets. Bill Paxton, one of the greatest, brilliant, likable actors.
Like I was thinking about Tombstone the other day. I mean, he makes that movie in a lot of ways. Like
Two Guns with Mark Wahlberg and Denzel Washington. He plays the villain in that, and he is the slimiest CIA agent. He steals that film as well. And you're in a film with Mark Wahlberg and Denzel Washington. They do not slouches, and he kills it. He's
not even in the main timeline for Titanic, and he makes the other timeline interesting. Like he's just good at what he does. Rest in peace.
Likable actor. Not the greatest actor ever lived, but he's a likable actor.
The most. He's kind of like Ray Stevenson was. You know, if you need him to do a job, he's going to do it, and he's going to do it damn well.
Yeah. I'm Hudson, sir. He's Higgs.
Yep. So number 74, Voyagers.
Don't know anything about it. Sorry, sir.
I don't know anything about that either.
I have no idea. I'll give it middle.
It's musical though. Musical 75. Beautiful.
Ooh.
Come on.
I'll give it.
Yeah, sure.
It's also just announced, so I'm gonna give it a palm.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Eden is filming.
Oh, I pressed something there.
Thriller. I'll take it. I'll look at the Thriller.
Well, if it's a thriller,
Borderlands is what I was thinking of when I was talking about BioShock.
Yeah,
sorry.
I've seen some of the early shots of Borderlands, and I think it's going to be quite interesting. Some of the early
I'm trepidatious.
Sort of CGI stuff. It's going to be a good-looking film, but I know a little bit about the story. I played Borderlands a little bit, and I'm not quite sure how it's going to work. But maybe.
Great cast.
Yeah.
So,
Raven the Hunter.
Woo!
78.
Ooh,
I'm going to go with this because I love the actor. I
love Aaron Taylor Johnson, but I'm somewhere between not liking it and I'm just excited. I'm excited to make a video about it.
Yeah.
Whether you're trashing it or not.
Exactly. Because I do love Aaron Taylor Johnson and Chambers. You know Chambers, right? He's a neighbor with Aaron Taylor Johnson, buddies. So, like, I love the guy. I don't like the way the studio is making a Peter Parker movie without Peter Parker, and they're making Kraven the Hunter a pacifist. Doesn't make any sense.
Words and get him on the show, don't we?
Well,
celebrate.
Fingers crossed. That's not a bad idea. Friend of a friend.
Suggest that. I'll come. I think it's great. He's the best thing in Money Train. Money Train? Not Money Train.
Yeah. No. Not Money Train.
Sandra Bullock. Summit Train.
And Brad Pitt. Bullet Train. There we go. Quick.
He was the best thing, and it was fantastic.
So
he's such a, and I hope he gets Bond. I really hope he's Bond. I think that'd be great.
It made me very happy. Spellbound at number 79, though. Sorry, say what you were to say.
That's all right, no worries.
Hey.
Not really.
Spellbound.
I don't know anything, but it's post-production, and I like the name, so I'm giving it a thumbs up.
Well, we got nothing about it.
I like
about Breathe at number 80, and that's going to be interesting.
Breathe.
Just can't really about, but it's like a post-apocalyptic thing again. But
yeah,
I'll watch it. Challengers, drama, romance, and sport. Interesting. Completed. I'll probably watch it, but it's somewhere in the middle.
Tennis film, not a chance.
82, Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire. I have yet to see Afterlife, and I really need to, but I want to, and it's a thumbs up for me.
I just hope this isn't rushed. This is very quick. I have got my.
It looks interesting. Yeah.
It's just very quick, but I think it was planned from the original film, so I'm hoping it's going to be all right.
I like that Dan Aykroyd's in it.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd's going to be in it again. I think they're all going to be in it again.
I wish they actually used the Ecto-1 from the second movie.
Yeah.
They kind of put all that new stuff on, and it looked outstanding with all the multicolored lights and everything. And when they in Afterlife, when you come out, you got Ecto-1, and it's just the one from the first movie. It would have been nice to have the continuity, if that makes any sense.
So you're saying
they made it enormous, though, didn't they? But anyway, unless we can argue about Ecto-1 all day. But
so you're saying sometimes it's nice when
was
they
it enormous, or was it just
keep it simple, stupid?
Yeah, I think keep it simple, stupid. It was enormous because they added loads of extra bits on to because it was supposed to be, don't call it a comeback, wasn't it, and sort of thing. And so they overdid it, and it was, but it was done on purpose, and it was part of the humor sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm okay with it going back to stripped down version a little bit. I just can't wait to see her fixed up and shiny once again.
Yeah.
Can't wait. It's gonna be epic.
Covered in dust and
rusty and shit. So
even though she was under a cover, she still got so dusty.
Strange, yeah, I know, but these things happen.
83 In the Lost Lands, an action adventure fantasy and post production. I'm in. That's all I need.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of bits on this. I think it looks quite interesting. I can't really describe it, but I think it will be interesting.
All right. Well, it sounds interesting. In the Lost Lands could be post-apocalyptic, could be just kind of like creepy. I'm interested.
Oh, you still haven't seen Afterlife?
Yeah, it's back to the afterlife and ghosts and things, if I remember right.
Oh, interesting. Is there a commercial out already about it?
No, I was just talking to somebody about it.
Okay. The Electric State at number 84. Action adventure drama, post production.
Sorry.
Don't know.
Sound interesting. I'll watch it. Now, sci-fi at number 85 again. Sci-fi adventure drama, Spaceman.
Spaceman.
Damn it,
don't know what it is, but I'll watch it.
I'll watch it because it's Spaceman.
I know about this as well, and I can't remember. Somebody told me about this as well. My memory. I've too many people talking at me.
Laura looked up Voyagers from earlier, and it's the movie about Carl Sagan's love story with his wife. Stars Andrew Garfield and Daisy Edgar Jones. I remember that being announced. I'm very excited about that. I do like Andrew Garfield in his more when he gets all romancy and kind of like biopic wise. He's good. But number 86, moving on, Players. Post-production, it's a rom-com, so I'll give it a thumbs up.
Rom-com. That's going to be about players, as in like blokes that are, players, and
it has good potential with that concept, at least.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
number 87, though. It's a movie about my mother-in-law. Weird.
What? It's sci-fi? Okay.
Mother-in-law is Shirley.
It says completed. It's a biography, a drama, and history.
Right.
I'll give it a thumbs up. I don't know what it is, but I'll give it a thumbs up. Shirley Temple, maybe?
Why not?
Could be a Shirley Temple.
I don't. Yeah. No,
but number 88. I think that's the one we've all been waiting for. Dune Part 2.
The remake is kind of like that for me. For Dune.
No, I loved it. I can't wait. I'm like, boom. I thought it was great.
I prefer the classic, the old ones, the originals.
The David Lynch? I love me some David Lynch, but...
Yeah. The only thing I would say that I maybe
hasn't
aged a little bit hesitant about was I felt they were trying to copy the tone of the original David Lynch version a little bit. And I was like, I think they could have quickened the pace up a little bit in places. But other than that, I would say beautifully cast, stunningly put together.
And the new cast as well. It seems just as beautifully and stunningly put together. It's great. Austin Butler is going to be terrifying as Vader Rotha.
This is going to be an epic. Once it's complete, this will be an epic box set. This is one of those films you've got to go and get the metal sleeve box set sort of thing, and on 4K. And
we've always known Dune as being a 2-part, haven't we? And this is going to be 3 parts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Villeneuve said he wants to do. It's not Dune Messiah. What's the second book?
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head.
I think he wants to do the second book as well, and then he's gonna like put it down and say if anybody else wants to do it, do it. But that's my job. I did my trilogy.
Yeah, cool.
Which love.
Right, we got a couple of films here that I don't think anyone's ever heard of.
Harold and the Purple Crayon. I grew up on that book.
No, never heard.
I don't think I'll watch it.
No.
I'll give it a middle. Yeah. Ordinary Angels completed. Not sure, but it looks cool.
It looks like a TV movie.
Yeah, kind of.
Looks like Hallmark made it.
Kindness.
Oh, it's just dry. I thought that was that.
Yeah, that's another Hallmark movie. Hit Pig.
Well,
I love hitting pigs. Hitting pigs is one of my favorite things to do. Can I hit pigs?
Hit Pig.
I didn't think you were socially allowed to do that. I thought I'd get in trouble if I went and hit a pig.
Action adventure animated. I like it.
I'll give it a go. I don't.
Arthur the King at 93 looks like it's a movie that's going to make me cry, and I'm going to watch it anyway.
Yeah, it's Mark Wahlberg in it.
Mm-hmm. It's the one with the dog that he follows them along, and it actually looks great.
Yeah.
Worth watching for Mark Wahlberg though.
Red One is in post-production, and that has been in post-production for I think a year, and we still have to wait a year for it, which is so weird.
Christmas doesn't.
Yeah, I feel like they were filming it 3 years ago. I feel like it was pre-COVID, you know, like I don't know, but I like some J.K. Simmons. I like The Rock, and you give me a good action adventure comedy during Christmas time, like Violent Night. I'm happy.
Honestly, they still listed it as the untitled Alien prequel. Really? Don't we already know it's Romulus?
Alien Romulus, right?
Yeah.
And filming starts in a couple of weeks. Oh no, filming's already started, didn't it? Filming started, and then it went on pause.
This year, isn't it? It's due to release.
It's next year.
When was it? No.
Yeah, technicality, it's a head palm, but it's going to be.
That's actually there's two pages for it on IMDb. One's the untitled, and one's the official one with the Alien Romulus, and it does have the release date. I can't remember what it was. I think I've got it written down actually.
Well, it's not coming
August.
But they started filming in Thailand.
They filmed it. They finished ages ago.
No, I don't think so.
No, they did.
I don't think so.
Let me check IMDb Pro while we're at it, because we're in the tail end.
Alien Romulus.
My memory was that they started filming, and then the strikes hit, and they carried on.
On IMDb Pro, it says post production, so it says it's done filmed. It has been filmed. That's yeah. You would think IMDb would be updated with IMDb Pro's information.
Wasn't there that article of Cameron watching the actual movie for approval?
I'm not positive, but real quick, while we're thinking about Alien, are y'all more excited for Alien Romulus, or y'all more excited for the Noah Hawley Alien series coming out?
Both.
I love Noah Hawley.
About the same, equal for both.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I'm really excited for both of them.
I'm excited to see an Alien movie, but to see an Alien series where aliens supposedly come to Earth,
and the guy that did Legion is doing it. Just
I love Legion.
Legion. I think it's my to this day, and I don't know if anything will ever overtake it. Honestly, it's going to be my favorite comic book TV series, at least for a long time.
Yeah,
it's so creative. It fits within X-Men, but it fits within our tour kind of thing. I don't, superhero stuff doesn't have to be all hippy dippy, fancy like cinema quality. It can just be fun. But Legion was fun, and it just hit the notes on every single level it needed to. It was, so I'm excited for that Alien series. But Fede Alvarez, Alien Romulus.
No, they must have only had a bit of Romulus filming then to do. It was paused. So filming started in February, and they carried on when the writers' strike and then the actors' strike started initially, because it wasn't SAG-AFTRA. A lot of them are British actors, and then it was paused in August. So filming stopped, but that would have been.
I think they did a lot of the CGI work during the strikes. To be honest,
yeah,
got 6 months worth of filming in. So, and I remember reading that when the strikes ended, the actors were like on a plane straight back. So they must have just had the wrap up stuff done to do then. Because I suppose it's been 3 months, isn't it, since the actors' strike ended.
And post production could mean they're just doing all the reshoots right now too. It could be like, all right, we've seen what we got. Let's work on what we need to work on, kind of deal.
But I knew the filming had paused during the strike, so I was a little bit surprised. But yeah, it makes sense.
So number 96 is Jake Gyllenhaal's remake of Patrick Swayze's Roadhouse.
No.
I'm hesitant with the Patrick Swayze remake, but Jake Gyllenhaal got big for this. Did y'all see the clips of him actually going into the UFC and like the fake fight looked real and everybody was actually cheering on? Like, oh, quality stuff. Just
yeah. Oh, I don't know. Oh, this could go either way. This could really be one of those. This could be epic and it could be bloody awful. But it's a bit like Roadhouse, the original. It's a great movie, but really, if you break it down, it shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
I keep thinking of like the Red Dawn remake. I keep thinking that when I hear the remake for, especially when it comes to the Patrick Swayze remake.
Yeah, maybe.
Red Dawn is that movie that my dad and I would watch. Like if it was on TV, we watched it. Like it's just one of those movies. I own that version, and I do not own the new version because that might be the most disappointed I've ever walked out of a movie theater. I was so angry, and I liked the cast,
boring,
but it sucked.
Hi, that old Yorkshire geek. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Yorkshire geek. We're talking movies, of course. He's here. I'm a fan of Roadhouse. I keep calling him the old Yorkshire git when I kept talking. I haven't spoken to him in ages, mate. You must say hello. And I couldn't get it out of my head as soon as I started doing it. So I'm like, that's not so mean.
I've been following his channel. He's done some pretty good stuff lately.
Yeah, he has done some videos. I love the.
I haven't seen all of his stuff. I've only been following him for like a couple of months, I think. So yeah, he's done some.
No, it's good. He's a proper geek.
Oh yeah, proper
geek. Stargate fan.
Proper Yorkshireman too.
Proper Yorkshireman.
No offense. No offense.
He will tell you if you don't like something. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I've had a disagreement with him over Rebel Moon. We're the polar opposites.
Did he like it or not like it?
Oh, he loved it.
Okay.
Compared to me hating it and making fun of it,
I'm
really enjoyed it. Apparently,
I'm in between.
I
liked it more than I thought I would, but that doesn't mean I liked it. I'm kind
of. Did you watch my my Rebel Moon Part 2 trailer reaction?
No, I saw whenever you were about to do it, but I didn't watch it.
I really am not interested, but I'm going to make a video of it anyway.
I really hope that 4-hour cut's better, but that's just.
It's not long enough as it is. I don't need a 4-hour cut. I'm okay.
Yeah. But in the talk about moving on, because I think we're gonna all want to move on from Rebel Moon after it eventually releases as well. 97, Havoc, an action thriller. Is completed.
Yeah. I can't remember who's in it, but this is isn't this I think this is a British movie.
And it looked cool if I remember correctly.
Yeah. It's a proper a little bit of a gangster movie, I think, isn't it? If I remember right. I might be mixing it up with something else.
Oh, is it a remake of the 2005 Havoc?
Can't remember.
Wolves,
I've never heard of. Can we get to 99?
Wolves, I feel like
that's not wolves. It's wolves. It's different.
Wolves, yeah.
They haven't spelled it right.
It's the sequel to Wolf or something like that, or maybe it's a different movie. I don't.
Okay. Oh, I remember hearing about this being announced, but I didn't know they'd actually got as far as making it. So, okay.
Post-production. But as you were just excited about, number 99.
You too. I can't believe this one got a sequel. This needs to be as stupid as the first one, or this has got to be made with no money. Sorry, go on.
No. I'm just trying to mentally debate whether it's going up or sideways.
Ooh. If they can recapture the glory of the first one, but the problem is they won't. So because the glory of the first one is nowadays that would be like a YouTube movie. It'd be like the sort of thing that YouTubers would do. And like a weekend for fun. And I think in part it kind of was. It reminds me of sort of like Bad Taste or something like that. That's like really amateur, but it was supposed to be really amateur. It could be good, but it probably won't be.
That's the one.
No, I'm going to go. I'm actually going to go with that. Why? Why do it? It makes no sense. I don't know why they've done it.
Melvin, where are you at on it?
Oh, I don't know. To be honest, no idea. Don't know where I'm at on it.
Well, then shall we? In the list of 100, we've made it through 100 within an hour and 20 minutes. We didn't even hit the hour and a half mark. That's kind of surprising, honestly, because there's 100 a lot.
I'm shocked.
And we did talk about a decent chunk of them. So, number 100, one of the most controversial little endings that we had to 2023.
Yeah.
Could be released in 2024. We don't know who by.
Yeah, they've sold
it. Can be.
Somebody, didn't they? And they've done this thing that they've started doing recently of completing projects and then writing them off for tax benefits, and somehow making money. But
Coyote versus Acme.
Everybody that I've spoken to that have seen cuts of it have said this is brilliant, and they could not understand what Warner Brothers were playing at.
It's John Cena, right? And it's also Will Forte.
Yeah,
anything Will Forte's in.
Absolutely epic, apparently. So, and hilarious and all those things. It's the one person I spoke to is everything you'd expect from this. And the title says it all. What you expect is what you get at 100 miles an hour.
I don't necessarily love John Cena's acting and everything he's done recently, or not necessarily that. I enjoy his acting and just about everything he's done recently. I don't necessarily enjoy all the projects he's chosen, per se.
But Peacemaker is obviously the greatest TV show ever made.
Oh,
you adore it. I mean, isn't it like Peacemaker, Futurama? And like,
sorry,
I may vomit on camera.
It's there. It's there, isn't it? It's like Peacemaker, Futurama.
Peacemaker had the most potential out of anything that might have.
Peacemaker was amazing. It's so amazing that I never even bothered watching it.
It's actually genuinely amazing. It's so funny. I love it.
It has everything that it could be, and then it just decides to be stupid most of the time. And there are some great moments in it. The second episode where it took John Cena 15 minutes to get out of a room and off a roof. It took, I think it was 12 to 15 minutes. If not, that might be an exacerbation.
In real life or was that in the series?
In real time. No, I counted because this really hurt me.
It's genuinely brilliant, and I cannot tell you how it's the first time ever that I've seen a TV series, a spin-off a movie that I hated passionately. I hated Suicide Squad. I hated the second one even more, and then they spun off Peacemaker, and I adored it. I thought it was great, but it is stupid. And anybody that says they don't like it, I completely understand why.
I get why people say they like it too. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
No, I would not argue with anybody that says it was rubbish. But John Campbell's got it right there. It's so bad, it's good. It is that type of thing.
Peter did bring up it got the best title sequence. It had a very creative, very fun title sequence. I didn't like the show, so it became annoying to me, but it was super creative and original, and that I do appreciate very much. Yeah, spun off one of the worst characters in the movies. That's true. Can we just have a Rick Flag prequel, please? Anything Joel can
character, but it worked in the series. The tone of the series and everything worked so brilliantly because he's such a dumbass. It was just great. Horrifically violent dumbass trying not to be violent, and then it's just glorious. But that's the sort of show that just amuses my inner child. My inner child is going to blow his head off, and and it's like he fell over, and I'm just but it's not the sort of thing I'd watch twice. I will admit I wouldn't watch it twice.
Freddie Stroma was good too. As what's the sidekick name?
I can't remember, but he keeps shooting himself and getting really badly hurt and stuff.
He does play the part perfectly.
Yeah, he's horrendously, and again, he's just wants to murder everybody, but his gear just keeps getting hurt all the time. I really like John Cena in that type of role. He did a film when he's what was it? He's with a couple, and then there's another couple, and they're on their holiday sort of thing. It's like something holiday. And he just plays like a weed smoking drug addict.
When he's the drug dealer, and it's Amy Poehler and.
Yeah. But he's next, and he works as a wildlife ranger, isn't he? But he was ex-military sort of thing, and it's one of those films with a sequel, and it's something holiday or something. But yeah, it's such a good film. I actually watched the sequel. It's on Disney. It's on Disney Plus. That's for my wife. I'll have a look at his IMDb and I'll tell you what it's called in a minute. But it's genuinely a really good film. Went under the. He's in something new on Amazon at the moment as well, John Cena, and that looks really good as well. I'll tell you
Not Freelancer, huh? Because Freelancer, I did. Oh, it's not good.
No, isn't it? Oh, it looks good.
He plays the part that he needs to play just fine. So that's why I'm like, I still understand his acting, but that's the movie that I'm talking about when I'm like, I don't like his and Peacemaker. That I didn't like his choices per se. But I think Peacemaker and everything is good for him.
Don't really go together, in my opinion.
Which one?
John Cena and acting.
What do you mean? He did WWE. He's been acting for 20 years.
Yeah. Vacation friends.
Not that good at it.
Right.
Well, Coyote versus Acme, to round it out, I think it'll be good. Couples Vacation. There we go. I never saw it, but it looked good.
Yeah, it's Couples Vacation. Yeah.
Okay.
The first one and the second one is just as good.
Oh, good.
It's a good, like a sort of like you'd expect. What's the guy he's got the laugh?
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. It's the type of film you'd expect Seth Rogen to be in, or that he wrote or something. He didn't, but it's that type of film.
Kind of like a Neighbors almost.
Yes, John.
Yeah. That type of film.
Are card-carrying actors.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just good. It's like I say, it's not big, it's not clever, it's just good. I liked it.
Yeah. Well, Will Forte and John Cena is all you got. That makes me think that they made a serious attempt, at least, into making it kind of like a Brendan Fraser, Wile E. Coyote, Acme type of movie. Yeah, and that, fingers crossed, please, because that stuff's great.
Is there any? What's the thing that you're most sort of? If you had to pick one, one film out of that list, what are you? Go on.
The ones that come to mind are Dune 2 and Nosferatu, just off the top of my head. Very different reasons, of course, for both.
I've got 3.
Oh, that's a shame, Curry. He's not a great actor. Isn't he John Cena, though? Isn't there some rumors he's not the nicest person in the world?
Yeah, I think so.
There's some rumors he's a bit of a dick in real life. He always comes across really nice and goofy and like self-deprecating in interviews. But I've heard a few things saying that he's not that nice a guy. And he loves himself. He's very in himself. So, but anyway, I've liked a few films he's been in.
Yeah, I like that.
Blockers. Is it Blockers? I quite like that.
Blockers with the rooster in front.
I thought that's such a good premise.
When I used to watch wrestling.
Yeah. Is it?
So when he sort of broke out of wrestling, started acting like was it The Marine and stuff like that? I watched that because that was an action flick, and at that point in time, I was interested in action more than anything else. So
we're saying that that John Cena is allegedly a huge dick. That way, I don't get sued. But I have heard that he's not the nicest guy in the world.
Mark says his top 2 are Dune 2 and Deadpool 3. Respectable too. Very respectable. What were your top 3, Melvin?
Well, my top 3, actually Deadpool 3, Godzilla X Kong, New Empire, and Alien Romulus.
That's a good one.
Top 3.
Alien Romulus. Films I'm actually going to go to the cinema to watch. Like 100%. Like, if the wife doesn't want to go, I'll go on my own. I don't care.
I'd love to go to the cinema to watch them, but it's just difficult for me to get there. It's a long way to go.
To the top, if you want to rock and roll. Sorry, I had to finish earlier.
Sorry, I interrupted, Jay. I was rude.
Yes, you did. No, it's all right. I'll just put you out. So,
well, that's it.
That's fine. Dune 2, I'm definitely seeing the cinema. I love the first one. I think it's great. Nosferatu, 100% I'm going to the cinema to watch that movie. I just think it'd be amazing. And you know what? I am going to go to watch Twisters at the cinema. I love this movie. But I think for me, that's a cinema movie. That's the type of movie you've got to go to the cinema to watch. It will not be the same. I can watch Deadpool at home and it'll be all right. I'll be fine with that. Twisters will not have the impact, and that type of film will not have the impact at home. It just won't. Unless I was
kind of surprised you said you wanted to get IMAX.
You've got like the headset and the speaker and the headphones where you could drown everything else out.
Yeah. Oh, and Ghostbusters.
Aye.
Because I'm a massive Ghostbusters fan. I freaking love it. And I actually
with me. Alien is big with me, so
I exclusively dropped on SciTrek that Ghostbusters 2 had been greenlit. Just saying. Nobody else knew. I knew. But just saying. Any opportunities I can just to plug that I occasionally get things right. From time to time.
Highlight
Obviously.
occasionally.
Well, obviously you drop things on like YouTube, but do you ever tweet about it after you drop things on YouTube? Because you could definitely build a group of people there.
Never do. I've never done that. So maybe I should.
I have a spot to do it.
Yeah, maybe I should start doing that. I just need to
We got
start
some important news, but I'm not going to tell you because I'm not allowed.
Yeah. Oh, that is annoying. I know. I'm so sorry. There are so many things I know that I'm not allowed to say. It's maddening. I forget some of them because I just have to push it out of my brain because I'm not allowed to say, because like say the source will be like, you can't tell anyone because they'll know who's told you.
I got that's hard. Something is really moving. Just one problem. Can't tell anyone.
Yeah, you can't tell anyone. What was it called? I'm trying to think if there's something I wasn't allowed to tell you at the time and I'm allowed to tell you now. I knew about the Babylon 5 animated movie about 2 months before it was announced. And I wasn't allowed to tell anyone because I still don't think I can tell you that. Do you think? No, because I don't think I can tell you. I think they still might get in trouble. Anyway, the person that I spoke to that told me about it had directly worked on it, and it was not production. It was
Never mind.
But I knew about it very early on. Anyway, we'll tell you that, and then I wasn't allowed to say anything because there was.
Well, my favorite was Jordan Peele. That was my favorite little fuck, for a while. But,
well, that conversation happened, and he's talking about how his next film is going to be his most. Yes, Kerry, she spelt it right that time. Well done, Kerry. Good girl. Can't be any more patronizing. Always right in capitals, except when I'm wrong. But then I will tell you. But yeah, the Jordan Peele thing was fascinating, and it came down to I've been told a little bit since then, to be fair, that he was the one that pulled out because they weren't willing to give him the element of control he wanted. So he was basically saying, "Oh, I'd love to do this, I'd love to do that," and they were like, "Oh, we've got a script, we've got development work done, we've got this, we've got that," and he kept and apparently just like so he just sort of went, I'm not going to get the control I want, so I'll just do my own movie. But apparently it came that close. It was close. That was who they wanted, and he's a massive MGM fan. He's a massive thing. Apparently he's quite close to some people that worked on Stargate initially as well, and he's like,
that's cool.
So there were lots of reasons why he was interested, but
it would have been just an eclectic choice that would have been fun. I mean, left field in a lot of ways, but obviously if he's got the ties to do it, that just would be nice at the same time, and he would do it in a way that nobody else would do it, which would be nice.
Yeah,
but also
I didn't like it because I think it would have been cool for him to. I'd have seen it as like a project to pay for other projects. I'd have thought he'd have sort of done that, sort of like, I've got this movie I really want to do. Right, so Spielberg used to do this all the time, didn't he? He would say he would do a film so that he could do Schindler's List, and he'd do something else so he could do something else.
One for me, one for you.
Yeah, exactly. I did wonder at the time whether that was going to be the thing, that he might even go to MGM. But I know he's really close to Universal. All his films are Universal, aren't they? Mm-hmm. But I did wonder if it might be like, go to MGM and go, yeah, I'll do Stargate, but will you fund this? But yeah, no, they decided against it. The reference is coming. Jay's wrong. I don't want to be right. I don't know if to do the voice, but anyway.
Did y'all see that Disney was dethroned as the top earner as studios this year? Universal outdid Disney. They haven't had that happen since 2015.
I know, but no, Universal
happen,
are
right?
absolutely smashing it.
People
Paramount-
forgot about Super Mario Bros.
Yeah,
They 1.4
Paramount-
billion that got overshadowed too. Like,
Yeah.
whew.
What was
Paramount
it?
did really, really well as well. But
I just said recently, if a movie doesn't make $1 billion, then it's a failure.
well,
How many failures have they had this year?
one film was a
Yeah.
success. Or 2 films were a success this year. Then
Yeah.
only Barbie and
3.
Mario.
And Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer didn't make $1 billion.
Oh, yeah.
800 million.
Oppenheimer made a bit.
It's
boring.
now
Long.
Oh, Avatar came out this year as well, didn't it? Are we saying Avatar came out this year?
it made $1 billion in 2023, but it's not a
It
2023.
made 2 to 3
film.
billion. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Was it Shazam? Well, no, sorry.
Did Guardians ever
Black
reach $1
Adam
billion?
has made more money this year than it made since it was released.
Oh, really?
Shazam? What?
Black
No, Black Adam.
Black
I said
Adam.
Shazam because I keep thinking it's as Shazam because he has
Yeah.
It's made more on streaming and DVD and
Black
stuff.
Adam made more money.
Yeah, no, I don't think. All Media Reviews said, what do we think about the Beverly Hills Cop 3 film? Eddie Murphy has a deal basically with Amazon to make movies. It's not Beverly Hills Cop 3, by the way. It's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have as big of a deal, but
Here's
it's
the
kind of
thing.
similar to Adam Sandler
It's
Netflix.
not a Beverly Hills movie because it's the Axel Foley movie.
That's
It is
true.
an Axel Foley movie, but it is set in Beverly Hills,
But it doesn't have
and
to be if it's the Axel Foley
Judge
movie.
Reinhold's in it. And even though he looks really poorly, and he's like looking like this, Judge Reinhold.
I don't think he's going to
Are
be
you all right?
swinging. I don't think he's going to be swinging out the back of a lorry anytime soon.
No, well, yeah,
Not like
I
in
mean,
the first one with the heat is on playing.
yeah, he's a bit of a chubby fella nowadays. I tried to watch the
Great
last
soundtrack.
Great soundtrack.
movie, and it was bloody awful. That Candy Cane Lane thing.
Which movie?
Candy Cane Lane. It's awful. It's a Christmas movie he had out at Christmas on Universal.
No. I didn't watch it because what was the movie that he had with Jonah Hill at the beginning of the year where he played the dad to the girlfriend and Jonah Hill was the boyfriend? Yeah.
I saw the advert, but no, I didn't watch it.
What?
Dear.
Well, Jonah Hill and the actress didn't even kiss at the end in like their marriage scene, which spoilers, sorry. But you could tell it was a CGI kiss, and you're just like, so the actor like, what?
A kiss?
Why would you bother making this movie? Why would you bother doing the story? Like, if you want to do a fake kiss, there's ways to do it with your hand and make it look real in camera and be just fine about it.
Yeah, you get your thumb and you do that, and you
Yeah.
thumb through.
I mean, I don't remember. Does anybody remember in the chat? Because I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was.
I remember the adverts, and I remember going immediately, I'm not watching that crap.
I watched it, got halfway through, and just was like, I think I need to hit like another 7 dabs to make this okay. Like, you know.
No, I remember seeing the advert for it, and I'm just like, no, I'm not watching that. And I just thought as well, it's just like, oh, this is going to be loads of like racial jokes and things. And
Harris, why is everything you drink out of so big?
No, it's not.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
It's a normal sized cup, mate. He's tiny. Harris is only he's like 3'4" tall.
I'm a hobbit.
Yeah.
I mean, I got wide ass feet.
Oh, that it's actually a Lego mug.
Yeah,
You
well,
people.
That's actually a Lego hat. That's what I was just going to say. It's actually a Lego hat from a Lego set.
How'd you know? There's
Playmobil. It's a Playmobil hat from Playmobil set.
I drive the kid VC, not the VC cars, RC cars, whatever I'm trying to say, to work most days.
Remember that film last year with Matt Damon when they go shrunk size? Was it
Downsizing?
Downsizing.
Yes.
That happened to Harris. He was in that film, but they didn't bother stretching him back out again.
I was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
So small
halfway.
on screen.
That's the film with Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill. Yeah, I'm not. I didn't watch it.
Bad.
I actually thought woke and turned it off, and I hate that word. But you know what I mean. I was like, nah, that film's going to make me angry.
He hates it, but he still says it.
Well, at least Candy Cane Lane was better than you.
They don't call it, no one. I don't think anyone. I think people have started to change the way they say it. They don't say woke anymore. They just say the message.
Oh yeah, like critical drinker and all that. I do kind of like the message more than woke. It is kind of funny.
Well, I don't
And
like
it
the message. I don't want
encapsulates
the message.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
leave the message. I know, okay? Just leave it.
Yeah.
I think it encapsulates it better, and it kind of hopefully will make woke mean what it used to mean down the line.
That'd
You
be
know,
nice. That would be nice. It just feels like it's some very clever people at Fox News or whatever went, let's reappropriate this word, and that just makes me angry. It's just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But the message, yeah, I don't mind that so much. And it's true, because at the end of the day, just like in every other time ever, there are propaganda movies. There just are.
Yeah.
Or there are films where the writer is so determined to tell you a story as to get his point across, he forgets about the story a little bit.
Yeah.
Or she. Could be a she.
Well, the whole problem with the industry right now is the fact that they're forgetting about the audience. They're just, the message is there. That's it. That's all they're thinking about.
Well, let me ask you this.
I don't know if they're forgetting about the audience, but
they don't care about the audience.
I don't think that's true for a second, because they
There
care
are
about money.
I mean,
No, mate, they care about money, and the audience is secondary to that. Don't get me wrong, but they care about money, and you can't say that. I hear these woke people keep talking about, these executives, all they care about is spreading their leftist or rightist or whatever it is, bloody propaganda, and I'm like, no, all those executives care about is money. They want your money.
and the only reason they're talking so against it now and starting to talk about changing things is because they've lost so much in the last few years.
Well, no, they have. So they have to mix things up.
Yeah.
We know that with Marvel at the moment. Look at the adverts for Echo, and they have repeatedly say in those trailers that this is Marvel starting again, reinventing itself, refining itself.
Yeah,
they say
that when you see it.
But thank you, Kerry. Go and check us out on Patreon, where most of my videos premiere first. I've got that spiel that I put at the end of every video, and I've memorized.
And don't forget to hit that like.
Yeah, don't forget that like button. Do it twice if you can. Don't do it twice, because that'll undo it, won't it? If you'll do it, and then you'll undo it.
Well, we'll do it 2 or 3 times, but do it on all the.
But you can always hit the down as well. But you know,
and follow us on.
Hit the like. There should be another one like with the side angle.
Yeah, there should be one, and then there should be that one as well. When you don't know
why.
If
you don't think the video ever actually happened.
It's only a matter of time to do emoticons. Anyway, I think I know what the problem is with Hollywood at the moment, or has been for the last 15, 20 years. They make vanilla movies, and they make ready salted. What do you call ready salted?
I don't like vanilla. I like ready salted, but I don't like vanilla.
The point is, everybody likes vanilla, because it doesn't taste of anything. It's what they're trying to do is make movies for everyone, and what they're trying to do is offend anyone. But what you end up doing is making a film that has no substance to it. The Marvel movies are a perfect example of this, that they are trying to keep everyone happy. And by doing
everyone happy,
well, they piss a load of people off. And I think that's been a problem in movies. They are so scared. And I keep saying that they're scared of being called anything-ist. They're scared of being called racist, sexist, anything else-ist. And that's been happening probably about 25, maybe 30 years now, nearly. Because I do think in the late 90s this started to happen. I remember Kevin Smith released his movie Dogma, which is about Christianity, which isn't negative towards Christianity at all. But the Christians came out and trashed it. And it actually ended up doing okay. It actually was a bit of a mix, really, because in the middle of America, nobody went to watch it because they're all thing. But all the rest of America went, the Christians hate it. What's this Kevin Smith movie? And so it sort of was a double-edged sword. But I honestly think that's the big problem with the big studios. But I can kind of understand it. If you're spending $200 million on a movie, you're going to be tempted to go, that's going to upset
$200 million on a movie. It's -1.
-1. Well, that's the thing. Should we go back?
Breaking.
It brings that whole question back, and the scenario is: should more movies be $200 million like they are? Like you said a minute ago, if you have $200 million, and then probably $250, $300 million with post-production, reshoots, et cetera, then you have to budget. I mean, market the whole thing, and then account for that budget. You're having to reach almost $1 billion, if 800 to 1.2 billion to actually make a profit somewhere. Is that even feasible nowadays? We should go back to the smaller film like -1 that's doing.
I think they've got to, mate. I don't think there's going to be a choice.
Well, $15 million for Godzilla -1, and whether there's a bunch of monsters or not in Monarch, every penny of Godzilla -1 is utilized more than any episode of Monarch. Monarch is wasting money.
So they're actually releasing the black and white version.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I think it's going to be really cool. It kind of made me think of Parasite when they did that, and I think that's sick.
But the fascinating thing is the way they've done it. They've gone back and they've done every single scene, every single layer is done in black and white.
I like it.
Completely changed.
Beautiful.
I'm glad I didn't see the coloured one, because I want to see the black and white one. The nostalgia level alone. From when I was a kid, seeing Godzilla in black and white for the first time in Japanese.
That's true.
Anyway, the cinemas, though, insiders and everyone, they're predicting that next year, anything up to $1 billion could be wiped off this year's ticket receipt or last year's ticket receipts, and I think it only went past about $9 billion in the US. So they're talking about $1 billion less. That's enormous. Films can then go to streaming, but the streaming wars are done. You know, everyone lost. So that's not going to be the way to do it. Netflix and people, we're going to get these super bundles, I think, over the next couple of years, and that'll be amazing. But you can't get movies keep losing money like they are. They just can't. So you can.
The industry can't sustain itself unless it makes those movies.
They've got to start making movies that are going to cost less than $100 million all in. But look, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Other than the end, which is bloody awful, it's not a bad film, and it did really, really well when it went on.
The original plan for that.
Go on.
Where they were going to have Short Route in it. He was going to come in.
I would have loved that. That would have been awesome.
He was going to be through the whole movie.
That would have been awesome. I would have loved that.
That would have been awesome.
But I mean, that movie cost $300 million to make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you've got the thing afterwards. It was another $100 million advertising it and everything else. Yeah. So that's $400 million you got to make back before you do anything else. Remembering that you don't get all the ticket receipts, everything that money gets money at the box office, you don't get all that.
Nope.
So that film was never going to make money. They need to stop doing it. It did well. It's made its money back now because on digital release, it did really well. People bought it, but nobody's going to go to the cinema. And it will still be considered a massive flop because it bombed at the cinema. And that's the thing, isn't it? When we're talking about Stargate coming back and people are stressing when I've, again, dropped the first news that they were talking about a budget of around $70 million. And I'm like, no, I'm more than happy with that. That's still money.
That's 70 to 120 million, I think, is a sweet spot. I think that's just kind of like 100 to 120. That can be your blockbuster.
Yeah,
you can
get a bit at 100, over 100 million for a movie, I think, unless it's
like Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame. That made sense. Yeah.
If you know it's going to be a blockbuster, that's the one you spend money on.
Dial of Destiny has actually more than made its money back on the digital release and on its own. The digital release, particularly in America, did very, very well. And then they put it on Disney Plus, which again, Disney are more than happy about. So it
would have gone up.
It more than made its money back.
I've been tempted to watch it because I haven't seen it, but I haven't wanted to see it until now.
I was going to
now. It's not going to cost me anything because although I'm subscribed to Disney Plus, I don't actually watch that many Disney stuff. I watched like the nostalgic stuff, like when I was a kid. You know, a lot of the old stuff, Terra Nova. It's all on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I watch mostly Fox stuff on Disney.
Yeah.
It's mostly Fox stuff I watch.
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of Disney.
Well, especially now that Hulu's on Disney Plus. Like, that's just gonna. I think that'll really help. Kira's trying to tell you to advertise yourself, Sci-Fi Quest.
Okay.
Monsieur Melvin.
We need your channel, sir.
Yeah, right.
I haven't added links to my description. I apologize, but I was a bit rushed today. And I've recorded a video before doing this with a interesting Stargate update. And then when I got to the end, I looked back to the corner and realized I hadn't recorded any of it.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
Talking at a camera for about 15 minutes. And
you just realize you've done that. You're just like, ah.
Yeah, I've done that.
And I'm not going to have to do it again now either.
Something that's happened to me recently, I start recording a video and I'm talking about an article and I'm going through the article, but I can't see StreamYards in front of me when I'm reading the article. And when I finished, finished recording it, then I realized that through most of the video, the article doesn't appear on the screen. And I'm like this little bit in the corner. I'm like, too late now. I'm not going through it again.
It's funky. StreamYards could, if they had a way to scroll through articles from the screen that you're looking at, it would be great. It'd be great.
I only use StreamYard because I can green screen while I record. So, I mean, like I do it now, but it might mess up my own thingy. And this is a little bit of an insight there into how I make videos. So I can green screen myself while I'm doing the video and record it. You see how this is already affected because the kids are here playing.
How'd you get in Destiny?
I know, right? I'm going to go through. But the problem I have with StreamYard is because of my Wi-Fi, if the kids are here and the Wi-Fi drops out, it messes, it basically like fragments the recording. But when I'm editing it, I can't tell. I can only tell.
I've just typed something in the chat and it's saying this comment has failed to post.
Yeah, it's going on here.
That's the one.
Yep. But then when I then upload the video, it kicks in, and that's when you see me going, and then my voice kicks in afterwards. But I only know, and you know what? It only ever happens if I forget to check. Every time I check, it's always fine. Every time I forget to check, I will immediately get a message on Patreon going, "Videos out of sync." Like, damn it!
See, if you don't check, the Call of Duty Wi-Fi takes over.
Did you mean 2014?
Yeah, in 2014. Yeah, I got so many comments on that.
Oh, I know. I saw it.
And I'll pretend I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know you're doing things like that on purpose. That's the way to do it. Every so
often I make mistakes, but every so often I make mistakes on purpose. I know I'm sneaky.
I don't know if it's Hundetuum or Hundetuum, but he just said so. It's Schrodinger's chat, and that's
Schrodinger's chat.
Schrodinger's
dead or alive, baby.
Schrodinger. Is that something to do with Schrodinger's cat?
All the above.
Hey, Nate from Down Under. Whoop.
Oh,
g'day, mate.
A one-man show is. I was talking to me about this, and they're saying, "Okay, your YouTube channel. Because how many people have you got working for you?" I was like, "None."
People? Who are they? What people?
Because I can get people.
Harris has more people involved in his channel.
But well, he's got friends. But I got Max that helps me with some like the technical stuff. But other than that, I do all my videos myself. I edit my videos myself. Because you do your thumbnails yourself. Yeah. I'm not going to pay someone to do it. That would be stupid. I don't get enough money from YouTube as it is.
Well, you've got to have at least a few 100,000 subscribers before you have enough money for that.
But they were like, because he's got a YouTube channel. I won't say who it is because it's not fair, but they've got a YouTube channel. I goes, all I do is record it. I don't do anything. Everything else is done by like the team. I'm like, I haven't got a team. So then he's like, oh, fair play. I understand why your videos are just shit.
You have a managing director, though. Your wife.
She likes to be called. Yes, she does like to be called her indoors. She likes to be called Sweet Cheeks. I like that. I love it. She loves it when I call her sweet cheeks.
I bet she loves it when you call her boss.
She just loves it when I call her sometimes. It's like, where are you? Having a pint. How many? Glasses. I'm on 6. What did you call?
You say, I'm having a pint, and she'll say, hey, how many? Just say, well, hang on, wait. Go on. What is that in gallons?
On your life, Jay.
I today my wife come down, right, and she's like looking for the tools. She started taking the Christmas presents down because she was off today. Christmas presents, the Christmas decorations and everything down. Oh, sorry. She started to take the Christmas decorations down. So yeah. But so she started to take them all down, and she was trying to get all the batteries out, right? So she needed a screwdriver, and I got the tools up here because I've been doing all this messing around with my new setup in my studio space. So she comes and where's the screwdriver? So I'm like, they're down here. So I then do a whole bit and goes, oh, what do you need? So a screwdriver. Goes, oh, can you do that with your delicate little hands? And I just started and I just went on and goes, of course, I'm not sure about this, honey. I think you maybe need to show me what you need to do, and I'll come and do it because I'm the man. Oh, she did not find it funny at all. Not even for a moment. And then she punched me in the testicles, and I'm not joking. So, because I went, all right. So I walked back. This is what made me think about it. So I went past and go, all right, sweet cheeks, did you get that job done, or is there something I now need to fix? And she went and flicked her hand out. Oh, come on!
That's a family jewel.
Right in the front, just one. She caught one. Something.
It's almost like those little towels. You just roll up the towel into the rat tail and pa.
Oh, I'm always well deserved. Yeah, John. Yeah, it was fair enough, really. But I'm always winding her up because she's a very independent lady, my wife, and she likes. We still have our roles in the house because we're like I try to be quite a modern man, and I'm like I do most of the cooking in this house because my wife just gets stressed. She can't do it, so she just doesn't like it. It winds her up. Shit gets burned. So I do most of the cooking. But she does all the washing, and we have our roles, sort of thing. But every so often, I'll sort of wind her up about not being able to drive or something. Just just like that, just normal. You guys know me. I think things are funny in my brain, and I say them, and then I sometimes forget to tell people I'm joking, so I get in trouble quite a lot. I was joking in a new job actually years ago, and I was joking that men were still earning 20% more than women. And I went, well, we've got to though, haven't we? Because we have to pay for things like Valentine's Day and like Mother's Day and stuff. Even we got a baby,
anniversary dates,
anniversaries, and all that. We have to pay for all this crap that we don't want to do. So it's only fair.
Not only that, you have to pay for what they give you as well.
Yeah. Women, my wife earns twice what I earn. Anyway, but I was cracking this joke, completely deadpan, and then I walked out of the room, and then I came back to have my mate going, "Oh, for God's sake, he was joking." One of the other women was ready to go complain about me to the managers, calling me a sexist pig, and I was like, "No, it was a joke. I was joking."
Take a breather.
Yeah. Why are men paid 40 to 50% less at Wimbledon? No idea, mate. No idea.
I
couldn't tell you.
Oh, is that because? Oh, is this because they play less? Technically, they play more tennis, so they actually get paid less. They get paid more than women still, don't they? But there was a big argument to say that women should be paid equal, and they were like, you only play 3 sets and we play 5, so they should pay them by the hour.
Give us my hourly wages. $7.25 minimum wage.
If I'm going to wear a dress for 18 hours
all
a day,
dresses,
I deserve to get paid for every hour it streams online.
So the prize money is the same, is it? I remember them arguing that they wanted similar pay, but I didn't know they'd got it. But I don't watch tennis. Who cares about tennis? Unidentified. Did
you build an X-Wing? Out of way.
Benjamin is watching. Thank you, sir.
I built an X-Wing.
So, I'm setting up my little I'm doing a little thing. So I've bought myself a little Star Trek model. Ooh.
Oh, cool.
And a couple of other things.
Right.
And I've got a Stargate thing coming. And I've got to have, so when I do lives, I'm going to have this little thingy background, right? My lad has been building my an X-wing model, and it's took him 6 hours. Ben, if you're watching, mate, come and show.
Slave labor.
Bring it up. Well, he was there going, "Oh, I've got a bit of a headache." I was such a sod. He says, "I've got a headache. I don't want to play on the Xbox anymore." And I was like, "Great, I've got this model for you. Here you go." So we spent all day doing it.
He just got hyper focused on it. Was like, I got it.
Good see you. Oh, it's big as well. Yeah. Oh man, look at that job.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
How good's that?
Good lord, that's good looking. Away.
I like the weathering on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Right, so that's going to be my. It's going to be like
that's red 5 as well, isn't it? That is definitely red 5.
Nice one. Good job, sir.
Outstanding.
That is outstanding, isn't it? That is great. It's cardboard. This. Oh God, I've broken it. I've broken it already. This
Josh, you've had it for 2 minutes,
and he couldn't do that. I had to do it. It was a nightmare. But how epic is that? I might have broken it a little bit.
Oh God. He's got the stream. He's walking outside and he's got the stream on. He knows.
Yeah. Will we be able to? Right. I'll tell you what, just as we've got 30 people watching, we're at the 2-hour mark. I've got the video coming out tomorrow. The boss of Amazon is Mike Hopkins. He's the boss of Amazon Video. There was a meeting yesterday with Jennifer Salke at which he told Jennifer Salke, "Stop messing around. We need this MGM stuff. I want something to announce now." But he wasn't just talking about Stargate, he was talking about Bond and everything as well. RoboCop returns. It'll be actually the proper RoboCop sequel that we were promised all those years ago, which is going to be awesome.
Legally Blonde.
Sorry, Legally Blonde 3. Legally Blonde 3. 2001: A Space Odyssey streaming series potentially, or the sequel. It'll be 2010.
How can you do that to a?
Well, is it going to be a sequel? Is it a third movie or a sequel?
It'll be a sequel to the third. There's 3 books, isn't there? I think it's the 3rd book. Okay, so, cool. But it'll be a streaming series potentially.
Interesting. Okay.
And the other rumor was Forbidden Planet. So properly doing Forbidden Planet and Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money. But
it's not going to be The Search for More Money, though, is it?
Should be.
It should be, because it's actually a quote from the first movie. I love that movie.
Yeah,
that's why I say, man, it's movie at the end of every movie I do, every video I do now.
My prediction, I'm standing by prediction at the moment. And this isn't based on anything, because over Christmas period, everybody goes home, and I've heard a few bits as they're coming back, sort of thing. So I'm starting to hear rumors again now. But basically, everything after Thanksgiving.
It's Christmas. I'm drunk. Now I'm gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
I accidentally typed a message.
Yeah,
I must have done it when I was drunk. I can't remember.
I wasn't there when I did it. I'm sticking by my thing that it's going to be announced at San Diego Comic-Con. It'll be a movie, and it'll start production in the summer.
And it'll be so cool when we're all there at the announcement.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. I'm doing my best to go. I think that will work up, because I think that's when I'm hearing Amazon are getting a bunch of studio space. So this company that's building studio space for them, a lot of them start coming online early and late.
A lot of the waiting, though, isn't it? That's why we're waiting so long, is because they need to have all that space built.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of around the this is one guy's opinion who works on who he doesn't know this for certain, but it was his opinion, and his basic opinion was he's saying that they were planning to do the movie, but it was going to be with a partner, and then they would have had to rent the studio space basically, and it would have added almost 10% onto the production cost.
Yeah, but now they're
not going to have to.
Basically, they're paying rent partially to themselves by having partnership with the company, aren't they?
Well, they would have had to rent studio space from a third party, basically. But now they've got a
They can get it
long-term
cheaper.
deal. Yeah, with Hackman Group. Hackman are building sets for Amazon, and then they're going to rent Amazon. But also, Amazon are one of the big investors in the Hackman Group.
Yeah.
So they're kind of playing themselves. But there's loads of tax reasons why it's a good idea to do it that way, rather than actually building your own studio space. But so basically,
There's
they said
also tax reasons to do it in Canada.
Yeah, a lot will be done in Canada. But the thing is, they've got to do some of it in America because Amazon promised when they.
Yeah, I'm
bought
pretty sure
MGM.
there'll be a percentage has to be done in the United States.
Yeah, there were some backdoor agreements when MGM bought Amazon. Amazon bought MGM about production costs. It's actually based on money. Apparently, they have to like spend so much money on production each year in America. So his argument was basically, look, the studio, the strikes happened, so it delayed everything by 6 months anyway. And then when they were coming back, Amazon were like, we can save a crap load of money here if we wait. If we just wait until we've got the studio space, we're going to save 10% of our production costs. When you're talking about $100 million movie, at least, that's $10 million. And then you're talking about 20 films, you know, this like it starts adding up really quickly.
Yeah.
So
that's the mindset I want from a studio too. Is like I want them to be worried about where their pennies are going and make sure they have the most efficient use of each and every penny. Like that $70 to $80 million, perfect for a budget because it kind of forces the filmmaker to kind of, all right, well maybe we don't do something so crazy and we kind of make it more realistic or make it whatever it may be, something more story or character developed, whatever it may be. Legally Blonde 3 is the pinnacle of MGM. We're just all waiting for it.
I want it with Danny Crane. That would be epic.
As long as it's got Reese.
in that movie, damn it.
As long as it's got Reese in it, I'll watch it.
What if it's Reese without her spoon?
Awesome. But guys, we've been talking for over 2 hours now. I want to go watch Yellowstone.
Where are you at in it?
Season 4, episode 3 or 4. So Jimmy's just gone down to Texas. The old fella just got beat up. I can't remember his name.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, but everyone's not dead, so it's all good. Yeah.
That's good.
I'm actually going to go and watch a 2-part movie, which is actually about Yellowstone. It's called Super Volcano.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Cool. Which direction the breeze is flowing so I can go either further west or go to the Gulf Coast. I think those are the only places I get to survive.
I was speaking to a volcanologist who was saying if the super volcano at Yellowstone does go off, which is going to at some point.
You were talking to a Vulcan?
With a volcanologist. He was actually saying it would reverse loads of the global warming. It would actually be a good thing for the world. It's just America that's in trouble because most of it will be on fire. That's not an even all thing. That's not like I know America's on fire, but the rest of us are all right. It's not that.
We're all fine. We might get a few heavy snow winters, heavy winters and stuff like that, but we'll be fine.
His attitude was, silver lining. It's not a silver lining.
America,
people dead.
We're going to build it around or something.
In Super Volcano, they actually do the prediction of where the ash cloud is going, and it's going all the way across. What do you call it? The agricultural part of the United States? Is it the grain belt or something?
Yeah.
The Midwest typically.
Farmland was going to get covered in ash, and it was going to be unairable.
Yeah, unairable.
So America. We love America. Yeah.
There are reasons I claim Texan before I claim American.
Well,
America is the greatest country on earth, and it was. God loves America most.
And we have to say that because most of the audience will probably be American.
50% of my audience is American.
I think we get more views on my videos if I do them after 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why. It's just weird.
No.
Okay,
but,
at least 10.
No, America. God loves you.
God love you.
American. I would tell everyone I was Canadian. If I visited the world, if I went anywhere, I'd go, "Oh, you're from America?" Nope, Canada.
Literally, that's why I say Texas. They're way more fond of Texas. Everywhere outside of
America.
People aren't going to argue with you because they think you're going to shoot them if you say you're.
Well, it's great. There's a nice
I've always
advantage.
wanted to go to America, but I wanted to wear a red jacket and sing, and have a kettle drum.
I was about to say, I know a couple parts of town that you do not want to be going anywhere wearing a red jacket.
We're coming, baby. Here we are. I still can't believe that I went to America last Christmas and nobody was waiting, going, yay, SciTrek, and nothing. Got nothing.
It's New York.
Nah.
No love in New York, baby.
Well, New York doesn't have love for much, so it's okay.
Nothing like the Beatles, damn it. Anyway, guys, we have
We've
to
hit
know what
210.
sci-fi was the main writer of Yellowstone. I don't know. I'll look later. The sci-fi writer was the main writer of Yellowstone in an episode.
Wait, can you reword the question?
Yeah. What sci-fi was the main writer of Yellowstone in an episode of?
Oh, so Taylor Sheridan is an actor as well, and he was one of my favorite characters in the early seasons of Sons of Anarchy. But what sci-fi?
I know that. Let me see. Remind me his face.
Yes,
Taylor Sheridan.
What? And if Taylor Sheridan ever watches this, please hire me for the Yellowstone spinoff. Do I need to do much else? I can act.
Doesn't take up much room either.
Don't know. Doesn't say. Early life, career.
Thank you, Nate.
Thank you, Nate.
Don't mean that. Josh Brolin in Toro. I love that. La 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 la.
I'm 80 years now. What are we looking up again?
What sci-fi he was in?
Oh, there we go. That's what we were looking up. You give me 20 seconds. I will squirrel. It's bad.
I can't see anything. He was just in an episode of something, was he? I can't see a photo of the man. Damn it!
Is it recent, or can you give us a hint? Someone wrote an episode of Yellowstone that has a sci-fi background? No. The writer of Yellowstone, the guy that made it, is also an actor. It was one episode in a sci-fi. What?
Right, it's got a picture of the man. Oh, is that the guy that wrote it? Because he's in loads of the episodes. He plays the one of the things. I don't know him from any sci-fi movies.
Oh yeah. I guess he's in part of Yellowstone.
One episode of a sci-fi, I think.
Oh, just
I'm trying not to.
We don't know.
He said it was one episode of sci-fi.
I don't recognize him. Anyway, okay.
Do we? Was it an SGA? If he was an SGA, I'll have died for a moment.
If he was in SGA and we don't know, you're screwed.
X-Files.
He better not have been killed off.
You better know who it is.
Move on.
SGA is my favorite.
Was it X-Files?
SG1 is very close to
Star Trek. Which one?
Who did he play in Star Trek?
Which Star
One
Trek?
episode of Star Trek. Old Star Trek or new Star Trek? Because if it's new Star Trek, I don't care. If it's in Discovery, I probably didn't watch it.
He was in Enterprise.
Was he?
One episode in 2004.
What episode? What's it called?
He played Jerub. I am not sure.
Jerub.
He played a red shirt, did he?
I don't know.
Okay. So that means
If
he
it was
died.
an Enterprise, they had blue jumpsuits.
Was he one of the soldiers? Was he one of the the Marines or something?
Why do I know that name? That name stands out. Why does it stand out?
Jerub.
Wasn't it? Jerab. It's an alien, I think. It's got to be an alien.
Chosen Realm. Anyway, guys, I want to go. Please let me.
He is
leave.
an alien. I just googled it.
Cool.
He's an alien.
Excellent. Please let me leave. It's been emotional.
It's been great. Great to be back on your channel.
It's fun.
Channels.
We did a video where for most of it we went, I don't know anything about that. For most of this video, and we've still had over 30 people watching the whole time.
I feel like we knew it was probably about 30%. Though. It was probably 30%.
Yeah, but Nate said, still very strange to be around in a live stream for the last 20 minutes. I've been here. It has been fun, and hopefully there are more. Have a great one, lads.
Yeah. You can come back.
Wednesdays and Sundays for sure. But who knows? Just keep your eyes out.
Yeah. But we do the Cinema Scoop. We try to do it every Wednesday. We've not been great in the run up to Christmas, but we try. But it will be on Harris's channel. It will not be on SciTrek normally. Occasionally, we will throw it on his as well.
That one.
Yeah. And so go over and subscribe to Harris. Damn it. If you want to see the Cinema Scoop, where we talk about the movies and everything.
Don't forget, Harris also has GCubed.
Yeah.
Well, we got a GCube thing going later, so if you want to watch Schmook play some Call of Duty, 5 o'clock Central Standard Time.
You mean watch Schmook get shot in Call of Duty a lot?
Yeah, because his actual Marine friends are playing with him, so I expect actual Marines to shoot better on video games than people do that aren't actual Marines as well. Just naturally, right?
I kind of like airsoft when a soldier gets involved.
Go over to see the Yorkshire Geek as well, even though he's...
Yorkshire Geek has been live for about 16 minutes.
Yeah. Guys, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.
See you. Great way to start the year.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Happy
yes.
New Year, guys.
Left, so it's always good. See you next time.